Is like a rhinestone cowboy.
Welcome to the place to be. Woo!
Hello and welcome to Rogue Squadron, presented by Rogue Entertainment. I'm Etep, Wokuian of the Place to Be Reviews, right here with all of yous, the Fandom Menace People's Champion, hosting again on a Tuesday night. I have a wonderful, amazing panel of awesome content creators here on YouTube. Let me kick it over first to the man, the myth, the legend. He is the Fandom Menace historian, ladies and gentlemen, author Stephen Walton.
Hail to the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Got a good show planned out for tonight. Thank you, Etep, for hosting. I was unable to get home in time in order to do so. Hail to everybody in the chat. Thank you very much for being supporters of this community, of this chat, of this show, this channel, these wonderful creators, people that refuse to kneel, people that will not back down. The snakes that can come in and they can try and separate us, but they ain't going to divide us. Fuck them. Fuck it all. Let them go hang out over there. We are here to entertain, have fun, be brothers, be true, be good to each other, and see each other rise. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, whether you like it or not. Let's get tonight kicking.
Thank you, sir. Next on the panel, ladies and gentlemen, Machini90, one of the great artists of the fourth wave.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. My name is Machini90, artist illustrator, and welcome you to Rogue Squadron here on your Tuesday night as we get you warmed up for your Tuesday night Fandom Menace Entertainment. Please smash that like button and let's get started. Very happy to be here, of course, with my Rogue team as always. And let's get tonight started. Let's get another Tuesday night started. And by the way, before we move on, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody. You guys have made my birthday weekend incredibly special, and I wouldn't be here without you guys.
Love you, Mac.
So this one's for y'all. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah,
an incredible sport.
Yo, Mackie is one of the up-and-comers in this community. This man's art's going to be everywhere. We got great artists in Rogue Entertainment. Machini90, I've seen this man rise. I've seen him become the greatness that the greatness that he will be in the future. Y'all wait and see. Machini90 is going to be a name that y'all know. That's going to be a household name. Guarantee that.
And that is just hella good art, brother. Absolutely, man. Let me kick it over next to another one of the many talented creators of the fourth wave. Ladies and gentlemen, Rogue Entertainment's own Red Gaze.
What up, motherfucker? Gaze community here to represent in the house. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a great Tuesday. If you're not, it's about to get greater.
It's about to get much better, and that was not a gay intro. See, I'm glad I got that one clip from the live stream. We were like, what up, what up? I love Thank you for gifting me with that, Gaze.
Oh, you're so welcome, Steven.
He's super. Thanks for asking. And next on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, he is the man of mystery himself. Enter the unfamiliar.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful, beautiful Tuesday. Excited to be here. Excited to be with everyone. Oh, so much excitement in the air. It's palpable. I can almost taste it.
You can stroke it, can't you, finally?
Ooh, almost. getting off to a really interesting start already.
Yeah. Well, it's always an interesting start here. Thank you for joining us.
Finals,
we
the sultry
appreciate it.
one.
Yep, he does. He's got those sultry dissect tones.
He does. He's very cool, and and he looks like you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or does he look like him?
I don't know. It's twinsies.
If we ever do a rogue calendar, you guys are definitely going to be on the same month. That's all I'm saying. You guys, some kind of like a little more than friend pose. I mean, I'd like that.
I don't know. I think
real quick.
I think they should bookend it at January and December.
Wait, how tall are you, Final?
6'1".
Okay, I'm 6'3", so we're close. All right.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Damn, you're 6'1" and you're still the girl. No, I'm sorry.
Damn.
JJ to start the year, JJ to end the year.
Last but certainly not least, he brings the fire every time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Force Ghost of Harrison Ford himself, Mr. Vinnie Art.
Wow, it's very homoerotic tonight, and I'm drawing tits. Bring in the lesbians.
Yeah, but I've also been called the Boner King. So that was the Ass Master. So which one is it? Are you a Boner King or an Ass Master?
I'm an ass master.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to add to the homoeroticism we've already built up in this show.
There you go.
Well,
put it simply, I bring the front, Vinny brings the back.
and I guess that just leaves me to bring
The lesbian.
There we go.
Vinny, I mean to cut off your intro. I'm sorry.
Tell me more about these lesbians. I like lesbians.
No, you talking about like the thin-fingered femme lesbians or the fat-fingered, like refrigerator-shaped lesbians?
You've seen the skeleton of my wife, haven't you? Oh, Callista.
Six. Is tonight effeminate night or is this normal?
Why not both? So we're gonna mix it up.
Everybody's gay.
There's never any telling what we're doing. I don't know.
Yeah, little front hole, little back hole, little bit in between.
I was a little frustrated.
Vinny, I heard you throw up a little bit, like your gag reflex. You wouldn't stuff that mouth. That's not.
Every time I see her, like the vomit just comes up. I can't keep it down.
Are you afraid that mouth would make your penis crooked after being in it for such a time?
It looks like a pecker wrecker. It doesn't look like something nice.
We have mini Etep. Let's.
Yep. Hang on.
PG.
I'm gonna give one. Hang on. Here you go.
Ixnay on the.
There you go.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. What's up, buddy? That's it.
How we doing, man?
Good.
Awesome.
You know, I'm not even gonna say it because you know what
Say
to
hi
say.
to the chat.
Thank you for the birthday wish, Mini Tep.
Say you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Thank you.
Diarrhea, cha-cha-cha.
Diarrhea, cha-cha-cha.
There it is.
Hey, bring my earbud back. He just ran off with one of my earbuds.
And now you're half dead.
And it just. Okay, here. Give me the one that just fell on the ground.
The joys of being a dad. Yo, you're at a great age with him, man.
Hello.
Hey,
There.
baby.
All right.
I love you.
Love you, buddy.
You're at a great age. Wait until that turns into a teenager.
Etep, he was talking to us.
Oh, he probably was. He's like, I see you every day, Dad. Shut up.
He's like,
He's
those
not-
guys, they're great.
He doesn't.
I love them.
He doesn't say that yet.
I just want to say that I do have a filter because I did not ask him if you wore high heels.
Oh, shit.
No, I my knees are too bad for that. No, I've
Are they
sprained my
really?
ankles way too many times. Yeah. I'm not Kamala. I don't have the knee. I mean, wait a second.
Bro, you're 6'3"?
Yeah.
No wonder you were a wrestler. Jeez. Biggest
I'm
shit.
also I'm also a lot skinnier now. I was 245 when I was wrestling. I'm only like 212 now. I slimmed down.
Bro, I'm 5'6". I'm out with some Mexicans. Anybody tall, I don't trust.
5'6". I thought you were 5'7". Do you get like an inch shorter every year?
No, look, I lie and say I'm 5'6" and 3/4. The 3/4 is that lie point. I'm actually short as shit. It pisses me
The 3/4 is in your pants. Is that what it is?
His icon should be Vern Troyer.
You should at least lie at least an inch when you're talking about that area, gays. Just at least give it that and give it that respect.
Okay, what are you gonna do when you whip it out then? How are you gonna explain yourself?
Motherfucker, that's why you shave your pubes down so it looks big. Optical illusions, bro. Manscaped.
Oh my god.
Why?
Because Stephen Walton is a goddamn liar. That's why.
This is why he's always angry.
You might be right, but I got a mean short stroke, Vinny. Don't fuck around.
Godzillionaire says 5'6". Steven's like a Keebler elf.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That explains the Napoleon complex. They don't make sense.
Oh god.
Look,
And
most
his love for trees.
Most dudes like smaller chicks. Imagine what it's like for me. I'm going in the midget range. I have to look for legit medical conditions to find a little chick.
Oh my god!
As long as you keep it over 5 foot, it's still relatively.
But Etep is trying so hard to keep it real.
Oh yeah, he's like,
sorry, bro.
It's all good, man.
I'm on your channel. I'm sorry.
Walter looks for women that have small hands and smell like cabbage.
I got, first off, little fingers, but I got big palms, buddy. I'll bitch slap. My pimp hand is right. It's just if I can reach the bitch because I'm so goddamn short.
Got some girthy palms.
Keebler elves do live in trees. Small times at that end.
Thank you, small time. Thank you. That's great.
Runner says, "Hail." I'm not saying the first part. He has not. We grant you a seat on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of Lord.
Oh, Lord Runner, I'll give it to you.
We do not grant you the rank of Lord yet.
I'm looking up at you.
Oh God.
Nobody went gay with that. I'm glad. Thank you.
I'm just noticing the parallels over here. We got Etep, pulling the Mace Windu thing, and of course Steven goes straight to Palpatine.
I went straight to
Lord Runner. Right.
We do not grant you the rank of Master Lord Runner. Gay. Oh, sorry. Ken Jeong had to make an appearance.
He's going to be called a short round from now on.
Short round? Oh, now I'm short round. That's great.
Baron von Runnerstein.
That's good. And dastardly. Good.
Yep, dastardly.
Man, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up tonight. We're just trying to have fun, let loose. Everybody's had, it's been rough. Everybody's working hard. This YouTube game is not making it easy for us, and that's why we're going to be switching a lot of our content, even live streams over to over to Odyssey or Minds if you have a Minds. Culture Casino does, but I'm going to move a lot of my content over there. I've already, I get more views on Odyssey than I do on YouTube. And I'm loading the same videos up. So we're going to try and shift our focus. We're going to, we're still going to be interacting with YouTube. We're still going to have videos on all of it. I'm not telling anyone else where they cannot stream, where they can and cannot stream. But as far as Rogue Entertainment, we'll be trying to shift that over to Odyssey. Really, because we need to promote an alternative platform. The censorship, the way that YouTube's terms of service are so vague that they can strip any of us at any time. Wes Moody last week just got a copyright strike. Rogue Entertainment team. He was unable to live stream for a week for something vague. Something so vague that you can't even mention why he was copyright struck, because it might happen on this channel if we were to mention it. We need to get away from this censorship. We need to get away from that and get somewhere where we have the ability to express ourselves, have fun, without having to worry. So we thank you guys for all of you that follow us there over on Odyssey or Minds, whatever alternative platform we're on. Thank you so very much.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just like I just found out this. Like I just learned this morning. One of the YouTubers I follow got demonetized.
Really? Who's that?
He made a good. It's a gaming channel, and I was like, he made a good point. I was like, listen, you got stuff like Nicki Minaj and like Cardi B shaking their asses and all that stuff. But
naked yoga,
mods and shit. And kind of same thing with the fictional content, and we get demonetized for it.
Yes.
I'm like,
because it's all about a narrative, Mac. Like, and we're not all, look, I know we've been kind of hard in the paint. At least I have, as your Fandom Menace historian at the far left. But the honest to God truth is, we're all made up of various different people from different perspectives. People that enjoy politics, people that don't. People from the left, the right, the middle. We're made up of all different types. And if only one aspect of the political spectrum is allowed to be pressed, if you're only allowed to express one type of opinion and not have a debate, then all of our rights to free speech are threatened. We need to get away from.
It's not just that; it's just a double standard.
It is absolutely. What's a double, triple standard?
Yeah, just because it's YouTube they're favoring more and more the late night hosts, the celebrities,
right? The corporate people. Like, well, look at Brie Larson, right? Like Brie Larson, who just got. Are we talking about her getting demoted? Are we talking about that tonight?
I was gonna say, yeah, we can, because I haven't here. You know what? We'll do this. We'll let me get an article, and while we're doing that, I'll play this because I haven't done this in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on Rogue Entertainment, Rogue Squadron, let's go inside Brie Larson.
Hi. Hello. I'm starting a YouTube channel.
So here we are.
This thing about it was the old school HBO music.
That was so good.
I feel fulfilled.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, inside Brie Larson. I know I didn't tell you to get your hazmat suits this evening. Nobody's got hair nets. Frankly, I don't need one. I can just take a squeegee and clean the stank. Go on bareback without the bare facts and have creepy crawlers crawling on your nutsack. Oh wait, so a little old school Ice Cube right there. But no. So yeah, the Marvels, they've demoted Brie Larson down. They've downgraded that movie to a team up now, and they've included Miss Marvel and Photon, Maria Rambeau, or Monica Rambeau. I'm sorry, not Maria. Maria was Warbird, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
that's my penis, Etep.
Does it have wings?
Too?
If it has wings, I'm so interested for some reason. And I no homo, but
Is that right?
His penis guards the queen.
If a penis has wings, I'm sorry, it's no gay, but I just wanted. That's interesting.
That's an oddity.
That's some Nat Geo shit right there.
He's an X-Men.
He's like
I'm an X-Man to many.
Do they fire off like the guy in X-Men 3 with the horns that came out of his hands? Does it do that? Like, can you just fling it at somebody?
Well, you're gonna have to come over and find out, Steven.
Oh wow, that's an invite right
we
there.
don't just throw that information out there. That's privilege.
I live like only 2 hours away from a brother. Like, don't even.
sweet fancy.
Come
Moses.
on up here and get gays.
I'm sorry, guys.
He's gonna show up at 3 a.m. in the rain with a box of chocolates and flowers for you,
and a Gay-Tex fucking mask. You better believe that.
The little birdie stuffed animal.
I try and make a video to make people laugh, and I got crap. That was a shame, man. How dare you?
Who gave you
Godzillionaire. Wings on a wang. Worst mutant power ever.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, buddy. You're just jealous.
Those wings may vibrate.
Will you be able to fly like Namor?
That brings
he had him on his feet.
That brings new meaning to that song. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again.
Yeah, they just it just leads the way.
The wind beneath my wings.
Wind beneath my wang.
That would be the nostrils. The wind beneath my wings. The wind beneath my wings.
Oh God. So we've got Brie Larson in the Marvels now. Nobody's interested in this movie. Let's be honest. I mean, so Captain Marvel was, quote unquote, it made $1 billion, right? Whatever. We don't believe you. We know they moved the goalposts. We know they bought out their own theaters. This one, it's like with all this shit that happened with Brie Larson, they know nobody has confidence in her in a standalone sequel. Really, I mean, I don't care how much money the first one made. The second one, your writers didn't know what they were doing. It made money, and what money it did make was on the back of Infinity War and the lead up, the prelude to Endgame, because it was sandwiched neatly between them.
And
they're not going to have that scenario again.
And the thing is that they tout it as that you have to watch this movie, as it leads to Endgame, and you actually don't. No,
that movie added nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It added
Well,
nothing.
I
It was
wouldn't say it added anything. It more like it pretty much just it retconned.
Well, it ruined Nick Fury. I mean, that was cool. That was cool, right?
How the Avengers were created,
Yeah.
and basically the Tesseract.
Mm-hmm.
Which destroyed the entire story arc with Captain and Captain America, didn't it? Like, didn't it make a conflicting story?
Yes.
So, I mean, they literally sacrificed the earlier continuity to bring this character out. Now, look, I don't have anything specifically against this character itself. I don't like the person who played it. And what I really didn't enjoy seeing once again. Now, remember, let's go back in time for a minute. Last Jedi came out, audience panned it, said this is garbage. Then Boycott Solo happened. Right, and it was panned. It was everybody was like, we don't want to see this. We don't want to do with it. Disney Lucasfilm doesn't represent us. The next movie up from the Disney slate was Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was the most protected movie the Rotten Tomatoes has ever put all their energy into. Well, aside, at least before the Rise of Skywalker, when they locked the audience score so that tens of thousands of audience didn't count. But you look at the most protected movie in history, Captain Marvel, you were told you were a bigot, you were told you were awful, you were told you were a terrible person. If you didn't like this film, the rhetoric around it destroyed Captain Marvel for me.
Or you didn't want to see it.
Or I didn't want to see it.
Well,
right.
Yeah, that was the thing with Rotten Tomatoes. It's just like they just put it was just putting out. It's like, are you interested in Captain Marvel? A lot of people said no, and that's what they basically threw an uproar and basically just throwing a bitch fit and just protected the movie.
Right. Well, and when you protect something that much, it means that there's something wrong with it. There's a reason why you have to overprotect on somebody. It's like when you're calling out a liar and they got to run around and talk to a whole bunch of different people and make sure that their false narrative is reinforced. There might be a problem with that. There might be a hidden truth there. Maybe like Captain Marvel sucks.
Well, they have. I mean, the thing that they have a perfect out. If they want to get rid of Bree, they've got the perfect way to do it, because now with the X-Men, just freaking introduce Rogue, have Rogue steal her powers, because that's comic book accurate, and you don't have to deal with freaking Brie Larson anymore. I mean, that's an easy way for them to get rid of her, and it's comic accurate, so you can't say, it's women hating or whatever BS they're going to try to pull. That's an easy out.
She got car commercials.
All of us are still going to have to live with the fact that we were inside her.
Listen, Etep did that to us.
You have done that yourself.
What do you mean? Again, another great way to really fix it. You do that thing with Rogue, and then her face gets mangled somewhere. And then when you do bring her back out of the coma, you get the original actress, the stunt woman who played her, who's drop dead gorgeous.
Yep.
Because I have to.
Oh, Ruby Rose.
Or use Monica Rambeau. Why did you mean? You know what I mean? Like,
you've got her.
You talk about wanting inclusion and diversity all the time. Hollywood preaches about it, and they're not using these black characters. They're not using character. And it's amazing. Like, we're living 2021.
It's not diversity inclusion, Steven. It's power.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. I'm sorry. The last thing I thought when I watched Blade, which is like one of my favorite action heroes of the fucking 90s, or Spawn for that matter, the last thing I thought was, that's a black guy, I can't identify with him. Or I don't want to see a black actor. That's the last thing I thought. These were great films. Okay, Spawn could have been done better. It needed to be 2 films instead of 1, but that's a whole other thing. But, Blade, Wesley Snipes, excellent. Wesley Snipes is a martial artist. He was playing an action role. He did a great job. I don't understand how we've digressed, how we've devolved to this point.
They want to keep that narrative. They want people to just continuously fight. That's it, man. It's sick. It's an agenda that they're pushing.
When you have the creator of like the current run of the Captain Marvel that we know today, Kelly Sue DeConnick, basically coming out and saying that for comic book movies and such, that we need to be consultants. Like they just need to go. Right. That comics are just basically just done as just plot lines for movies now. That's the sole purpose of it.
Right. There's going to be a lot of coffee shop talk, huh?
Coffee shop.
Just build it.
You know what that means? That means a lot of toilet time.
Yeah. That's what these movies are. Shit.
I've worked in a lot of industries before I got into what I'm doing, my field that I'm doing right now. I worked in basically like the logistics, warehousing, that kind of thing. And people would always love to sit around and talk about the latest. You had time. You know, there was a time when the line wasn't running or when there wasn't a container in the door. There was time to talk. And we would talk about things like TV shows or comics or our favorite whatever. That was like the water cooler talk. I can't imagine what it's like today to have the water cooler talk about, I don't know, Captain America, Falcon being too black, or the black Captain America, or whatever the hell that jet was. Like, I can't imagine that rhetoric. Can you believe it? Why couldn't that have been? It didn't matter. Somebody just out of the corner, instead of, while talking about how good the show was, somebody just came to the epiphany or came to the realization, and it didn't matter that he was black. They didn't even mention that. Mm-hmm. No, they made it a point. This is what these entertainment companies do. A lot of them, with the exception of, I'm going to give a shout out to Jupiter's Legacy and Invincible. Those are pretty good. I did like those. Except for Invincible's girlfriend. She a real bitch. That's a whole other thing, though. I can't.
They can't. Yeah, for some reason, apparently we're not allowed to talk about Amber. Apparently, how much we don't like Amber's character.
We're not allowed to talk about Amber.
No, that was the thing that Yellow Flash pointed out. Is like, I was like, okay, so Twitterati's having a fit because we clearly don't like Amber's character and how she basically berates Invincible every single step of the way.
That's wow. She's a bitch.
But in the book, if I remember, she wasn't even black. That's one of the characters that they swapped.
I don't care that she's black. I know, a bitchy character. Right, yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
they just race swap.
Thing. Yeah, it was that, and then that's the only character that they were really trying to push with the feminist nonsense.
First off, Invincible needs to be banging that little pink bit because she hot. You need that's your girl. She got superpowers. Y'all can have super babies, have super sex.
Hey, you're trying to play this thing in reverse, man. You can't swap out the Afro-American for a ginger. That's not how it works, brother.
Yeah, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Get back on track, Steven. Come on.
My bad.
Can't let that. Not in current year.
Get back with the agenda.
No, I'm tired of the agenda.
Consume product, then get excited for next product.
Yeah, don't ask questions.
I mean, it's been difficult for me to make videos because I just get sick of it. Like I was watching Raging Rhino today, talking about Gina Carano. I think we're going to go a little bit into that at some point.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. We'll talk about the Emmys.
We could go over that a little bit. But he was talking about Gina and Disney pushing for her to get an Emmy now or something. Like, and how do the two-faced nature of the industry is
exactly don't believe it.
Evil.
It's what you call bait. They're trying to lure her back.
Well, it's really,
or they're trying to lure the fans back.
It's Disney trying to have their cake and eat it too.
Yep.
You fire Gina, but you're basically just using her as a way to get an award.
She's a prop to them.
Yeah, she's a prop.
Absolutely. That's exactly what she is.
I think it's trying to get the fans back, goodwill back with the fans. Hey, look, sorry we fired her, but hey, she did a great job. Let's get her an award. I think that's what they're trying to do too.
That will is
as a part of it.
Like, I mean, final.
I know.
I'm not. I'm sure we've all been paying attention with all this garbage since whenever we've been doing it. But I know you and I have been for about the same amount of time, and we have seen how the fandom of Star Wars fluctuate. And how it was like we're trying to, which some of us are trying to love stuff, some of us are trying to get back into it, some of us have compulsorily rejected it. A lot of friendships have been broken up. A lot of people don't talk to each other now because they decided to give the Mandalorian a chance. Like, I don't think they truly understand their own audience, their own customers, brother. When they fired Gina, you broke the heart of everybody. We're most of us are done. You need to go watch Echo Base Network. Go watch them if you want to see anybody talking about it now. Nobody cares.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't dump a bucket of hot diarrhea on my head and then hand me a wet sponge and be like, "We're good, right?"
Right.
We're good. No, we're not good.
Oh, and hail to my brothers and sisters out there on YouTube who still cover it. I don't know how you do it, but my point is that like Raging's going. I'm like, I can't be angry about this anymore. This is finding out that Gwyneth Paltrow had to eat bread during the pandemic.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that was what the?
I don't care.
Listen, I don't believe it, white critters, but this is celebrity privilege entitlement here.
No,
these celebrities are so out of reality. They've lost so much touch with reality that this is like really you're crying because you had to eat pasta, bread, and cocktail and drink 2 cocktails every night
Mac,
for the entire quarantine.
Mac, I'm going to tell you this.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Here, let me play the world's smallest violin for you. This is how
Mac,
much we
listen, bro. Listen, bro. You are not wrong, okay? That is waspy as hell. That is absolutely not only rich, but white fucking privilege going on right there with her.
Plus 2 cocktails a night?
Get the hell out of here, bro.
For you.
Mac, if she heard you, she'd be like, shut up, peasant.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, listen, go smoke out that vagina candles that you kept.
Take a whiff.
Oh, sorry, are they catching fire? Well,
can we make candles?
I want to see this.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my God, sis, where's my pussy candles? I'm like gonna light these up and drink my cocktails and eat my bread because I'm so oppressed. I have to drink cocktails and eat bread. I am suffering right now. I am an oppressed group. My name is Gwyneth Paltrow and I need therapy. Like, are you?
That last part is true.
Yeah, she needs therapy. She needs therapy.
You'd be throwing her breadsticks at you right now.
I just thought, if Final, you live in that area. Is that? Are there a lot of people that? Is there people around? I mean, I'm sure there are around me, but I live in Delaware. It's a black hole. It's awful here. But like, are there people around you in California that would cry if they had to eat bread and whatever spaghetti, whatever the fuck else?
There are people that complain about the most ridiculous things. I mean, you just get used to it, especially if you deal with the public. You just have to get desensitized. Yeah, you have to, because it's. I mean, but then again, you get with people of like mind, and you kind of like regurgitate. Here's everything I heard today. Can you believe? It's like it's unreal sometimes that this is reality. People are really worried about the most insignificant things. When you think of like the first world problems. I mean, it's true. There are people like that. I'm sure everywhere, but there are definitely people like that here in LA.
I hear you, man.
Not everybody though, but
do you guys have common sense in LA? Do you all have like a sixth sense? Do you sense one another? Like when you see each other, like there's no fog between the eyes, and you're like, I can talk to that person.
Not at first. You have to kind of get to know them first, because
a lot of them wearing spandex.
Yeah, it's you don't know right off the bat.
Final, when you walk into someone's home and the smell of pussy is just permeating the air, what do you do with that? Do you compliment it? Do you ignore its existence?
That happens the Final on the regular. Like that's everywhere he goes. Patchouli and pussy candles. Like that's Final's life. You just
they're all the rage here. They're trending. It's really trending.
Brie Larson. I'm sorry, we started this on Brie Larson.
We can get off Brie Larson.
Candles. That's perfect.
Who's more insufferable?
That's what he said.
Who is more insufferable? That's a good question.
Brie or Gwyneth? I mean, really, like who is more insufferable?
I will have to be honest with you.
He didn't even hesitate.
No, Brie.
Go ahead, Mac. I think we got the same answer.
I want to say
Kathleen's the answer.
That's how I'm at. I'm at Gwyneth.
Because Gwyneth, I think, is just like, oh, you poor little thing, you're so unaware. But where Brie is just like intentionally annoying. I think she does it almost intentionally.
That's what I'm saying. She puts energy into it at least, right?
Gwyneth is just oblivious, though. I just think she's oblivious. It's just like, oh man, she's
just
so out of touch.
Tone deaf. It's completely out of touch of reality.
But Brie does it like Brie. I think Brie knows that she does it intentionally. That's what really.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's why for me,
100%.
Yeah.
Brie knows. She knows.
Yeah, she knows.
Mary kill. Brie Gwyneth.
Myself.
Fuck Harrison? Is that what we're doing?
That's the right answer.
Kill me. Neither one.
I'll just choose Kay for both of them and marry Gina.
Get that crooked face again. Truck. Run me down.
What's
Hail,
up, PJ?
Hail, PJ. Hail to you, sir.
PJ.
If y'all don't go out and check out Orville Nation, you need to. That is one of like the neutral spots. You have great interviews over there, wonderful panelists, his entire crew, people that I love. Go over there, check them out. Check out his channel. The PJ, such a supporter of everybody in the community. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I will be over there on
100%.
Thursday reviewing the Orville episode 4 with them. That's been so much fun. It really has.
No,
And
PJ really has no standards, does he?
PJ was
not letting me in. He doesn't.
Going downhill.
PJ was reaching out to me, so I'm hoping that maybe
like I
Crossed
said.
might be up there at some point.
Mac, get over there.
And let's see who's and Katie, the meteorologist, will be on tomorrow night right here
She's
for
great as
place
well.
Place to Be Reviews Ladies Night. It'll be we'll have a great cast. It's going to be a good time. Y'all make sure you tune in for that, for Katie and Vassy reviews. Jane Theory might be stopping by. Lola will be on possibly. So we're gonna have a fun night tomorrow night. Me and all the ladies. Yeah, that's right. I'm Leon Phelps, the ladies man. I pretty much thicked up all your ladies. I usually start out by saying something classy like, "Can I buy you a fish sandwich?"
Etep, make sure you don't forget your protection.
The power of Christ compels you.
You need Tracy Morgan. I'm gonna get everybody pregnant.
One second.
Oh my God. Yeah, Bree. Fuck Bree. No.
Okay.
Look,
I would.
the Marvel. I would too. Look,
Yep.
I don't care. I would. I don't know.
Sorry.
So look, Mac. All right. Sometimes the bar needs to be adjustable. So I was thinking about.
It's like that's like James Cameron standards. The bar is low.
Man.
Listen, I don't even know who Kamala Khan is. I'm not interested in Kamala Khan. I hear she's going to be in the Marvels. I'm. Nothing against her. I have no interest.
With Kamala, she's got so much that big push, and of course she's Son Amanat's, personal baby. She's Son Amanat, who's the president at Marvel Comics, so she gets final say.
She's SJW era, right? Back in
she's been pushing it. Yeah, she's been like in the forefront and such. But yeah, she's Kamala. That's her. Kamala. That's her baby. So she's gonna push her as much as possible. She's
that was one of the few characters that can handle my gargantuan winged penis.
Awesome. All right. Every mutant power needs
yeah, it's just like it's forced popularity.
Like
it's like not really being. It's like you're trying to force the character to be popular.
Well, they didn't learn. It just doesn't work. They didn't learn by dumping like $170 million into a video game and making her the star of it, and it flopping tremendously. They didn't learn.
Yep.
So they you fucking get what you deserve, like the Joker said.
Wait, where's it at? I think we've got that one here. Here it is, right here.
Get what you fucking deserve.
Yep, we've got that one.
The best part you left out though.
I remember. I think it was Nerdrotic that said something that made a lot of sense to me because I've thought about this myself. They pushed past so many great storylines over decades to get to these newer characters that nobody wants. That the comic books have failed. Nobody really likes these characters. Well, there's a very small community that likes these characters, not the overall fandom. I don't know. Do they hate money? Is that what this is?
I mean, dude, they're bringing in America Chavez. Yes, they hate money.
I used to question it. I used to think, okay, the finance department of these studios must be aware. Like at some point they're going to just say, okay, enough's enough. This isn't working. They don't care. That their agenda is they don't care. They don't care.
Yeah, you remember that interview last week where Feige said that we couldn't have Doctor Strange in WandaVision because he didn't want a white character or white man mansplaining to Scarlet Witch, basically, since he was kind of kind of sounded like.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah,
and and from what I heard, that they had to, because of that decision, they had to completely rework Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness now, because that was supposed to kind of lead into that. Now they have to basically kind of redo it from the ground up. It's just
isn't that pathetic? Isn't that pathetic? That these are the lengths that they go to just to show you that, look, we care about, and literally nobody is saying we don't want diversity. We don't want things to, we don't want different characters from different backgrounds. Nobody is saying that. Nobody, except the people that are telling us, you don't want diversity. You're just an istophobe. It's like, wait, what? No, we've never complained about that. Like, we complain about shitty characters. It's like,
Yeah, you're just it's wanting something that's we've already had for decades. You're just Trojan horsing it. It's not.
And it's also Etep. It's not that, and you're right. People aren't saying we don't want diversity and inclusion. The problem is the people that are saying we want diversity and inclusion are not talking about that. It's their version.
No.
It is no white people and exclusion. That is, like that's what they're talking about. It's an awful rhetoric, backwards, lying, snake oil salesman bullshit that comes out of the industry. And it's all due to politics.
Right on the head. And I said,
it's all tied to it, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I mean, again, look at Marvel, Disney, ABC. This is all in the same umbrella of shit. And guess what else? They're being, their pockets are being lined by the government. I mean, we know what's going on. We know what they're pushing. Okay,
the propaganda arm.
They're subsidized. They get subsidized, and that's the thing is I said in one of the daily shorts I did a week or two ago. I'm like, exclusionary doesn't equal inclusivity. That's not how it works, and that's what they're doing. They think inclusiveness by exclusion of certain groups. That's not how it works.
Equity. Equity.
That's what they want. That's what they want. They don't want equality. They want equity.
Equity, which is giving. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
No, you're right. That's exactly where I was going to go with it. That's not, the two things aren't the same.
Right. It's equity. Equity is giving advantages to others to disadvantage others. It's not the merit of your character. Look, there is a population difference that's definitely shrinking in at least in the United States.
Yeah.
There is. Absolutely. And good, because anybody can screw whoever they want and have as many kids as they want. Like, you do what you want. You do what you do, you boo. Right?
Yep.
But just because the past of this country has been marred in awful things like slavery, we fought a civil war to get past that. We had universal suffrage. We had civil rights. We had a lot of growing pains over the 20th century to get to where we are now. Is it perfect? No. But you point me to the world where there's a perfect society. Right. But it is nowhere near as bad as they are trying to project.
Exactly. What does the pimp of the Dark Council always say? We aren't out of the woods just yet. Are things better than they were now? Yes. But are we still out of the woods? No.
Right.
Demogeny always says that.
Right. Hail Demogeny. I love that, man.
Well, I think we're going back into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's what their goal is. Because they want everyone to be fighting. They don't like that everyone's getting together. They don't like that everyone is having fun communicating, talking about everyday life and shit. Because what happens when a society is extra happy? They're going to look at the things that are bad. And who's generating the bad stuff? So that's why they want to continue to make everyone fight amongst each other.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think it's intentional at this point. It's just like you feel that the best way that you want to combat racism is bringing back segregation. That's exactly what it is.
Yes,
right.
Makes sense.
Yes.
I mean, they had in California, they had affirmative action on a bill last year. Like, that was actually on a bill to be voted on to bring back affirmative action. Like, I mean, what are we? Where are we?
We're going backwards. Well, listen, because you come to the point now, right, where racism's always going to exist, and there's also aspects that are being portrayed. There's also things that are being told to us are racism that are not, like ethnic pride. You know what I mean? Be proud of who you are if you want to be where you come from. You know what I mean? Be proud of your heritage. That's being treated as a negative now. Like, you're not allowed to be proud of who you are. You got to be static. Yeah. Everything's got to be dualistic, black and white. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. One of the things they don't want is people from different backgrounds, people from different cultures, people black and white, whatever, brown, whatever. Just talking to each other and being cool with one another, which has happened a lot more in the last 30 years than it ever has in this country.
It's gotten so bad to the point where it's just like, now we're going to the point where I'm hearing things like what we saw with the whole Disney what was it, the white privilege checklist thing, where competition and this I know we haven't gone to that, but this hit a nerve with me, is that competition and individuality, as in wanting to think for yourself, wanting to better yourself, that's all white power. That's all white supreme.
It is not all
and
white.
I've also heard people, morons on Twitter saying that individuality is racist, or having freedom of, or being freedom of speech, or just freedom of thought. Yeah, it's like,
I remember when racist was the Irish in me can't fucking stand Vinny.
I know.
What happened to them days?
You're always throwing shit my way, motherfucker. You're bash you over the head with a barrel.
Look, I don't know about y'all. I said this on Friday stream. Etep heard me. It was like, listen, to me, racism ended when DMX got on stage at Woodstock and got 1 million white people to chant the N-word with him.
Yep.
Wow, bro. No.
Yeah.
Look,
I've been, like I said, I told you guys, I went to a DMX concert. He sat there and rapped every goddamn lyric. It didn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Middle Eastern, fucking purple, pink. It didn't matter, man. Everybody sat there, rapped the lyrics out, and it was like we were all high, we were all drinking, we were having fun. It was, that's the way, and X gonna give it to, he did, man. He brought that shit, and everybody fucking had fun, and everybody enjoyed it. It was like we were one people. It was like, for that, it was like, I hate to go back to like 9/11, but right after 9/11, racism in the U.S. was like, it was like, we need to come together. Yep. We need to come together. And we did. It was beautiful. Over a tragedy, I'm not taking away from that, but I don't want another tragedy to have to, to bring us together. But it's like, God damn it. Like, I get sick of arguing with people in comment threads on Facebook and getting kicked off Facebook for 30 days because I get called a racist because I do. I got cover up on me. I got tattooed teardrops like the game and shit from every lockup.
Bruh, you bragged on your last video that I got blocked by the Batwoman store group. I got blocked by the official Twitter. Now I'm just waiting to get blocked by the official CW Twitter.
Hold on.
I was like,
the official Twitter.
The official Twitter of the Batwoman show on with the check mark. They blocked me. And then the fucking Batwoman writers room with the check mark blocked me. And now Caroline Dries, I don't want to go Booker T, but we're coming for you. That's I tagged Caroline Dries in my Batwoman tweets. Now I'm like, I'm gonna get you to block me. I'm getting the hat trick. I was like, my white privilege gauntlet is almost ready. I'm like, boom, I've almost got all the stones.
You know, right?
I can't.
I was like, there's just a big Star of David on the backhand. And be like,
nice. Imagine that moment, like you were talking about at Woodstock, right? Like I hear y'all talking about that. I missed that part of history. Thank you for enlightening me.
It's on YouTube.
Imagine this, right? A word that was used to disparage an entire people, embraced by that community, changed took it back, and then people of all nationalities supporting that empowerment of taking back something that once disparaged them. That's the kind of thing that makes the elite scared. That's why they create this type of division. The more that the more we become brothers and sisters, the more that we talk to one another, the more we share ideas, whether we agree or not, the more that we share experiences, that scares the rich. Because just like Vinny said, if we're all good with each other, then we can look up at the people that are stepping down on us.
Yep, that's 100% it, man. They're monsters. So we got to keep uniting and keep kicking ass. Everything that Walton preaches every damn day we stream, he says it with such passion because it's fucking true.
Yeah, brother.
Listen, I went to school with white kids dropping words and stuff. That didn't bother me one bit. I just like, okay, they probably just grew up from an urban area. I'm like, that's fine. That's what it is.
We got a late entry on the panel, ladies and gentlemen, making his return to the program. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
Nibble, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, you know what? I seen that Machine's still up here, and it wasn't just a few short weeks ago that we had an amazing entry in the racial draft, and we got the Asians on our side. So
we did.
I would just like for our second pick, the white people are going to pick Machine 90. Machine 90, welcome to white. Welcome to white.
I think the next draft pick is going to be they're going after the light skin.
No, it's too late. I've already made the pick. I've already made the pick for us. It's already cemented.
Yeah, we want dark chocolate.
Welcome to the club.
Wait, the best part of that is the Jewish delegation select Lenny Kravitz.
Hey Tommy, we're talking about Gwyneth Paltrow earlier. Any chance we're gonna get dick-scented candles out of your store?
I hope not. I'm trying to steer clear of stuff like that. There's a lot of things that we will promote here at the Guinea Pig Collective, but that is not one of them.
Okay, all right. Just wondering.
Oh God.
I know there's going to be some tree scented candles for you coming up, Walton. I know that too. So maybe a little evergreen, a little sequoia.
Make that money, bro. Make that money, dude. If you can make money off cutting me down, do it, bro.
Get off the enemas. You know what I mean?
I'm glad I never ran with the enema thing. I don't care to this day. I don't care. I'll be selling. I'm going to be selling coffee at some point. It is way past the time, but look. I couldn't do it. That shit was so gross to me. I could not handle it. It would be like looking at Red Gaze's winged dick. I can't do it.
Can't handle the thing that you started. So
Do you call that a bullet with butterfly wings?
No, that's taken. No, that's so unoriginal. So unoriginal.
Oh man.
Wait. We got another one. BearBear.
Whoa.
Nerd
Yo.
fun. What's up, brother?
I couldn't resist. I had a pop. Yeah, I got some double volume going on. Now if I could find that other tab where that thing is open and mute that damn thing. There we go. Yeah, man, I was just chilling, getting ready to go play some darts and have a beer, and I figured I'd pop in and say hey to all you fine folks in here.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Hey, I want to ask everybody here. I'm sorry, Bear.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask everybody here. Has everybody heard about this here gas problem that they're starting to have on the East Coast now?
I just started hearing about it. Yeah, there were people at the gas station.
There was a pipeline on the West Coast hacked, and there was a pipeline on the East Coast hacked.
Oh, there was one here hacked as well. Yeah.
Now,
there was a guy at the gas station lined up and getting the little red to go gas cans.
Last night, the res. I didn't see no lines at the gas station. There's two in the red.
I don't see anything at all where I'm at.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, some places I think are being affected. Other places are not being affected yet. But I've already seen a lot of people posting it. They're posting how these lines are backed all the way up, or they've already got places that absolutely have no gas whatsoever. Yeah, all the papers, especially up here in the Trenton area, which they're all full of shit. It's Jersey,
it's
Jersey
a panic.
pricks. Jersey
It's a
pricks.
panic.
They like to hide the truth because they want to fluff up Biden's numbers. But I'm seeing it from a lot of people talking about this is legit, and some people are actually equating it to the 1973 shortage.
This is because this is where you have a rumor that becomes reality. That's what's going on. Everybody's freaking out, running out, filling up extra gas tank just in case.
It's like the toilet paper.
Anyone?
I could throw some scenarios down for you that would explain some of it. With the pink elephant stepping on everyone's toes, job wise, stuff like that. People are at home; they're afraid to go anywhere. There's a small portion of the country that don't want to do nothing to go nowhere because they're afraid, and there's a big portion that's not. They're going about their lives, want to just be done with the dumb stuff, and so you got that, and so people in the refineries, they're having a hard time keeping employees in there, from what I'm hearing, and this seems to be the narrative that the media is narrating,
kind of running with.
Running with, and I haven't watched much news, but I have seen some headlines and some stuff like that, and some. YouTube, they love to go to news when they're not going to the History Channel, and I get bits and pieces of, because I've been staying away from the news just for my own sanity.
Me too, brother. Yeah,
it's a bunch of bullshit. They're not going to tell you the truth anyway, and you really want to know what's going on. There's a few people out there you can check out. Florida Maquis is one. He'll say things straight how it is, and he knows how the algorithm is. He knows what he can say and what he can't say. All his shit's always monetized, hardly ever demonetized. But he is saying all this stuff in a certain way to where you get the information out there and you talk about this, talk about that. The East Coast refinery, the pipeline was hacked. And the West Coast, I just heard about maybe a couple hours ago that it was hacked.
Well, wasn't there a report there recently? I don't mean to get too far off topic, but wasn't there a report recently that China's putting 500 million more into pushing propaganda in the United States? Like cyber attacks and things like that.
Well, not only you have that, but they're also pushing their infrastructure. They're building their electronic infrastructure. They're modernizing it.
I mean, not only that, they're buying out corporations too. I've already seen like a lot of things where they're just
Australia
buying out
right now.
Places
They're
all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Australia right now is wondering what the hell to do because they just contracted out their ports to China, and I do believe that we did the same thing here in the United States. That we contracted certain parts of the ports out a few years back.
Well,
that contract probably going to be coming up soon, and it's probably not going to get renewed.
Well, the thing about that much control that the CCP has is that you can regulate everything, and you have more control over the fluctuation of your currency. So, I mean, they've been using that to their advantage.
Remember the movie Colony? Not the movie, the TV show on Netflix, Colony, where aliens invaded and put everybody in these sectors, and you had green zones in the show. It's on Netflix.
No, I never saw that.
You can watch it now, and got autonomous robots controlling stuff. All the writing we could say of that TV show was the writing for the Pink Elephant. We could say.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got way off, man. This started with Brie Larson and Gwyneth Paltrow.
And Brie Larson.
Well, no, not really, Steven. I mean, we went from them to gas.
At one point in time, Brie Larson used to be sexy, but she started putting her, her beliefs out there instead of just making rock and roll and being sexy. She stopped being that.
It was a natural progression. they give me agita.
And this is. I want to highlight. Ray's double dong there. He says China owns a large majority of the agricultural land across Australia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's where my man is from, so he knows. He knows.
Yeah. Hey,
what's going on down there.
Honestly, I have been watching Sky News Australia because they've been nailing some stuff down there in their news, man. I'm just like, wow, where's our news? Why ain't they saying that?
Because their news is based.
I'm digging the news in Australia right now, big time.
Shout out to our boys down there, Lethal.
Hell yeah!
And hey, I got subs in Australia. I got subs in New Zealand. I got subs in the UK. Yeah, and I had the Insomnia team fans in my chat the other night.
Time Profits of Sky News Australia is better. So I guess we'll give that a shot. But yeah, McEnany is what McEnany was saying. Right, man. Shout out to you say Lethal, Raging, Lyndon, all the boys down there, Mac.
Sam, Nick,
Liam.
Yeah, I'll say Liam's down there too, isn't he?
Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got a lot of command. It's crazy. As many hours as you guys are apart. Thank you for finding your way over here when you can. Ray's double dong. Is that because y'all got animals that have two dicks down there? I have a problem. Listen, y'all's country. Y'all's country is crazy. I could not even live there. Listen, if we ever colonize another planet, Ray, we're sending you and like 200 of your countrymen there first, okay?
Just play it safe,
so that when the rest of us normal people arrive, y'all have got like saddles on dinosaurs. Y'all are riding dragons. You have tamed all that crazy shit. Like, I'm sorry, y'all got to put in the hard work, but you're the best we have in the world. Thank you, Australia.
Daisy Divine's another Aussie. Daisy Divine's another Aussie.
I'm just saying, Steven's saying, take care of it for us, but keep the alien women, share the alien women with us.
Y'all
okay,
Subhuman, what's up? Damn, yeah, that's we got the. I'm afraid of fucking kangaroos now. Like they scared the shit out of me with those fucking kangaroos. They're fucking huge.
Hey, you don't want to be walking up on a kangaroo, man.
No,
that's like trying to walk up. That's like trying to walk up on a fast buffalo, man, and there's not really fast buffalo.
Lethal Lightning told me
fat chick eating. You don't want to do
right. Lethal Lightning told me if a roo comes out, if two dick roo come at you standing up and shit, you gotta get down on all fours. You gotta bend over. I don't know what direction, but I hope it ain't away,
dude.
Yeah. And hey, they got a right and a left. They use them.
Yeah, Steven, that shouldn't be a problem for you. That shouldn't be a problem for you. You used to get in that position for your enemies, so. It's going to be like Home Sweet Home.
Oh, no, that's
yeah.
I don't need double stuff.
JM 2021, how much you want to bet Monica will surpass Captain Karen in the Marvels? That's a foregone conclusion because for what Teyana Paris lacks in experience, she makes up for with charisma. And and I think that's a natural. That's just natural selection for her to pass Brie Larson, and that's true equality. If Brie wants to be as much of an ally as she says she does, step aside and let the most popular iteration of the character just take over, who happens to be a beautiful black woman.
Right.
Just let her take over, please. I have no problem with that.
Jump? Right, Etep. Why wouldn't they do that from the jump?
Because Brie, I think Kevin Feige had the old high hard one for Brie Larson. I think he did.
She's hot, but she's dumb. All she has to do is stay quiet, and you're like, hey.
She was being pushed by a lot of people.
She was. Well, she's got a lot of connections.
She's been an actress. She's been in Hollywood since she was a kid.
Right.
Yeah, but the only problem is that they weren't pushing her in the right direction off a cliff.
Right.
Yeah. in one of those fucking Nissans right over the edge.
I have to.
Bye, bitch.
Drop the taco. Well.
I have to ask this question though, brother. Is there any redemption? Like, is there any way that, because I believe a person can change. Is there any way that Brie Larson could come out and say, "Yo, I didn't mean this like this. I'm sorry. I see things like that." Do you think that there could be any correcting, or is she just gonna?
She's gonna have to be.
I think beneath all of it, I think it's just a paycheck for her.
Yeah,
really.
Paycheck. Yeah.
And quite honestly, I think that makes it worse. I mean,
it does.
If you actually believe the rhetoric and you're all in, it's another if you're just using it for fortune.
Yeah, I don't think she even believes what she said. Like the whole, when it's all started with her saying, "I don't care about what 40-year-old white dudes think about a recall in time. It wasn't made for them." I don't think she actually cared about that. I think she was just saying it. She was just
really, like it was just something that was going around the office, and she's like, "Okay, I'll be cool, and I'll say that." And she actually thought that was what everybody wanted to hear.
I'm telling you, Stephen. A long time ago, I equated this to like a fashion. Whatever's popular in fashion, that's what everybody jumps on. Since that was the popular thing to be on, that's what she wanted to jump on. Just like if it was bell-bottom jeans that came back in fashion again, they're really there's no thought in that head.
No, that's the thing with her is that at the time it was equality and in journalism there's not enough journalists of color, there's not enough that's what it was. So she jumped right on that and related it to that Ava DuVernay movie, which failed miserably financially, and
well, all this shit is planned. All this shit is planned out. They don't just pick somebody and make them a major star and push them all over the place.
No, it's design.
Yeah, it's all by design.
It's by design.
Hold on. Let me finish for a second, Mac. Because this is the thing with Hollywood is that they know that they could get to the masses through actors, through movies, all that shit. So that's why it's always tied to all this nonsense. So these people, they've been cherry picked. The studios comply. Everyone complies. Money's being passed around, and they make stars out of all these people because they know that there's going to be a legion of fans that support them. You've seen them at premieres. You've seen them everywhere. They are like, these fans are insane, right? And it's like, wow, what did these people do? All they did was pretend as adults in big budget movies, and they worship like gods. So if a celebrity says, "Hey, go get your shot. Go do this. Go do that," they know everyone around the world is going to go do it. They're going to listen to them. So they're going off the fandom nonsense. So yeah, I think she's been a puppet from day one, like every other stupid actor. That's why I don't pay attention to their bullshit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mac. What were you saying, brother?
I was gonna say, it got me thinking. Bats. Yeah, I remember Bats over here saying this, like, as far as we hate The Last Jedi, we have to thank Rian Johnson for kind of bringing us all together. I have to unfortunately thank Ava DuVernay because that's what got me to discover Geeks and Gamers and the rest of the fandom from that. So I have to thank Ava DuVernay.
That's nuts. Wow.
Write her a thank you note.
Yeah. She's got time.
Thank you for that. I'm looking forward to Naomi.
Because right. So technically you could say my songs is this because of Rian Johnson? Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Etep, you guys.
Oh man, I'm sorry about dropping the F-bomb.
Once Batwoman goes off there, I mean, you still got what was it? You still got Naomi. You still got the Powerpuff Girls reboot. So,
dude, okay, so that kills me. Batwoman, CW, it's all Berlanti bullshit. One of the two shows that Berlanti makes that's good, Prodigal Son, which I review for the channel, got fucking canceled.
That was a good show,
dude. They're ending it after season 2. They said the ratings weren't high enough. I'm like, since when does anything that Berlanti does care about ratings?
Oh, my God.
I was like, yeah, ratings matter. Well, fingers crossed that Netflix will pick it up for a third season, because that show is good. And a lot of the problems they said with the show are behind the scenes because of what's his name, Michael Sheen, because his scheduling with shooting, because he's involved in so many different things. But the ratings aren't terrible. They're not great, but I'm like, Batwoman just clocked under 400,000 viewers officially now. After the adjusted ratings, it's still at like 390 some thousand.
What?
After the ratings were adjusted for last episode Sunday night. That's the lowest rated episode out of the past 33 that they've had.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's the ratings don't count for Prodigal Son because it doesn't have a narrative to push.
Yep.
If it did, then they wouldn't matter. Like Batwoman, it's got a narrative, so ratings don't matter when it's telling a story that needs to be told.
Speaking of the narrative on Batwoman, next week they show Ryan Wilder, Javicia Leslie's character, and Cameron Johnson, Luke Fox, getting arrested, and they're like, "What do you do with a broken justice system?" That blah blah blah, and it's like, oh yeah, well. If anybody saw my review, if you saw my review, there was a line that her and Sophie and Mary were sitting around drinking, and they were playing I have never or whatever, and never have I ever, yeah. And Ryan asked Sophie, she's like, "Never have I ever circumvented my beliefs for a white supremacist organization," talking about the Crows. I'm like, holy fucking shit. They're not even trying to thinly veil it anymore. It just came right out. And oh, yeah, I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, starting to know they're done
now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know they're done, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll just spit it out.
So it's just like full tard now. They just
It's complete. Well, I mean, they've danced around it, but I mean, It's like, holy shit. Wait, Lola asked a question. Have you seen they want to do an all-female spin-off of Mortal Kombat now.
They can't stop themselves at this point. They just cannot.
Didn't they learn their lesson from Ocean's 8?
Oh yeah, Ocean's 8,
Ghostbusters,
Angels.
Charlie's Angels. Well, the original Charlie's Angels, the two movies were with Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu and Drew Barrymore. They were self-aware. They were fun. My kid loves those movies, dude. He watches those on the regular.
And if you watch them, there's just there's a little bit of girl. I mean, it's the Charlie's Angels. It's going to be,
but
girl power.
It's all tongue in cheek,
right?
It's all tongue in cheek.
Exactly.
And it's fun,
exactly.
But yeah, an all-female Mortal Kombat spinoff. It's like,
I mean, it's like what the Spice Girls movie,
Yeah.
But fatalities, final.
Fatalities. The Spice Girls Mortal Kombat style. Watch that.
Well, Walton, I mean, the difference is when you talk about a movie or a show that's actually all female power is fine. It's when they get into the preaching aspect, and it's no longer just about a strong woman. It's about a strong woman shaming you because you're a man.
It's always not pushing one race or gender up. It's always when you push one up to push another one down. That's the problem. They didn't used to do that. That wasn't. It was just empowerment of whatever it was, empowerment of the female. That was the whole Spice Girls thing. Strong female, great, yeah, that they should be. But now it's pushing men down, to promote it. Like, you don't need to do that.
And there's and you can do it. And I've even seen it today or yesterday. You can do it in today's media. Jupiter's Legacy, right? They have two storylines, right? You have one in current day and one in the Great Depression, like 2029. And there's a scene where a woman gets fired because she's the woman in the office.
And she goes off.
And she goes off, but it's legit. Like, in the context of the time, she's spitting it real. But that time does not exist today. You would not go into a office and fire. I would hope you would not go into an office and fire somebody just because.
I have a little input on that.
Go ahead.
Now, in my dad's world, when he was growing up, a woman wouldn't have said nothing. Because my dad told me stories back in the days and all that, and unfairness and stuff like that. And my dad told me the brutal, honest truth about how things really were and how chauvinist men were back in those days. And I realistically can't see that happening back in those days because of what my dad told me. Keep in mind, my dad was born in 39.
Well, because no matter how pissed.
And now maybe 1949, 1946.
No, you're talking about major cities. The women's suffrage movement was happening since the late 1800s. The bra burning started happening in the 50s, and that was a progressive movement. I got to disagree because I think in a major city you would have definitely had more suffrage minded, more progressive minded people. I think that actually there was definitely some women out there who were causing a ruckus about inequality back then.
Oh, I'm not saying there weren't. I would. It's not as prolific.
Well, not like that. Well, actually, I would make an argument that it would be minority. It would be blacks.
It was on the rise.
Blacks would be the ones who wouldn't want to say shit or who could not say shit, whereas white women, would have more of an ability to speak up.
How does that sound familiar today's times, huh?
Damn, man, that's a strange correlation, isn't it?
It's just like even in the early 2000s, it was just the whole. It wasn't really just bringing men down. It was just showing that women can do it just as well as men, and they never brought. And then it was never intentionally done to bring the opposite sex down. It was just showing that we can do it too.
Absolutely, Mac. I mean, I'm the son of a. I have a gay mom who was into sports, who was into sports and other things. She looked like a female, but she did masculine type things. I've had exes who are better mechanics than me. I'm a shit mechanic, by the way. They're better mechanics than me. Like, women can absolutely do whatever a man can do when it comes to mind. And if they develop strong enough, if they develop their bodies, in a strength oriented way, then they can do certain things men can. It's just a difference in the genders that men are built stronger. That's simply it. But I absolutely believe that, Mac. I think that women can do anything that men can do, except for get women pregnant. They can't do that. And
they need to try harder. Play the lesbian.
They need to try.
I'm standing up. Let's just say I'm fine for tomboys. Okay.
Hell yeah, I love. Yeah. Tomboys are good people, man. Tomboys are good people.
But the difference is a lot of time is most women don't have the desire to do those kind of tasks or those kind of jobs mechanic.
Right.
When I went to school for auto mechanics, we had about 3 women in our class, and this was at Lincoln Tech up in Philly. And by the end of the first semester of it, half of them dropped out already. So we lost 2 out of the 3.
It was definitely a tough job.
One woman managed to make it all the way to the end. The rest dropped out. They just couldn't do it.
Listen, I'll tell you this though. The woman I used to date, she was you put a car on a lift, and she couldn't do everything, but she could do a lot. And she wasn't as strong as, say, a male counterpart mechanic. That woman understood leverage, and she also didn't have a problem with asking for help because she understood. There are gender norms. There absolutely are, just by proxy of who we are, of what we naturally are more inclined to. But there's always exceptions to the rule. And what is Kevin can't fuck himself? What is this?
Okay, I wanted to bring this up because we're talking about, feminism and all. And here's a show that if you reverse the roles, you could not do it. This is a story about a woman who keeps playing a perfect housewife. Then one day she realizes what she wants to do: kill her husband. Emmy winner Andy Murphy stars in Kevin Can Fuck Himself, coming to AMC summer 2021.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So if you had a show based about a guy who wanted to murder his wife because he just couldn't fucking stand her, the Mary Sue would blow their fucking collective clouds of dust out of their fucking never mind.
Oh, yeah. and right on the heels of the fucking article we were talking about yesterday, Etep, with American Psycho. Isn't that interesting?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, absolutely. So they have, about how American Psycho is so unacceptable and all this, and it's misogynist, and
Well, what are they hoping for? That, like, girls and their friends are all going to go flock to see this? Because I can't see a married couple or a dating couple, wanting to go see this together. Like, what guy's going to be like, yeah, let's go watch, a woman who hates her husband, wants to kill him, and, misogyny and all that. I mean, what family or relationship is going to want to go see that? Exactly. Like, who are they trying to market this to? Just
so inclusive.
The future cat ladies of America.
Here's the thing. This is actually nothing new. Remember when the whole shit went down with Lorena Bobbitt all those years ago?
Oh, yeah.
They had a ton of shows that were coming out like that about women going crazy. Like, what was that one? It was The Burning Bed. That was like a Showtime or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They had a bunch of them. This is them just recycling the same shit again. Why? Because this is what they're screaming about again.
I mean, I don't know. Are we seeing ghosts here? Do you think, guys? Because what we had, Basic Instinct, right? We've had,
but that was the femme fatale. That wasn't painting the woman as a hero,
Yeah. Okay.
This looks like it's gonna be painting her as like the hero of an abusive husband or something. I mean, I don't know. We have to wait and see. I guess we can't totally judge it because we don't know.
I saw the trailer.
I get the feeling. Okay.
And he just looks like he's kind of a feckless idiot. Like, that's basically
so she kind of just gets tired of him or whatever. He's not. I don't think this is Basic Instinct, because Basic Instinct was done.
Final. That goes back to the other one that I mentioned earlier, The Burning Bed. That was the same thing. They tried to paint her as a hero that took out the evil husband.
See, that's
so it's essentially
feckless idiots going around.
Boredom is the green light to kill your husband. Fantastic. Right. I'm gonna do the show that's a flip. That's it. I'm gonna do it. Who wants to help me with it?
Yeah, Vibrators isn't doing it anymore. She needs more action.
Now, if they wanted to get a show off the ground that would really get people upset, especially in this community, they got to do something like The Burning Forest or something like that.
Real, bro. Yeah, go in that direction.
All right, folks. Some
Bear's got to go.
Beer awaits me, and I got to go get gas first.
All right,
you get that gas filled up.
Hopefully it's not line.
Bring extra containers.
I was uploading a new song. The slideshow is ready, but for some reason, my browser on my phone timed out and screwed the upload up. So I'll have to take care of it later. So you'll see the slideshow. The slideshow is a little different from what I've done before. It's a bit different. You'll like it, and I'll probably take care of that later tonight when I get back. Gotta go get smokes because the wife took the last pack of smokes that I had because she ran out, and I have about half.
At least she didn't kill you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's not bored.
One rule to live by: make sure the wife's always got smokes.
Yeah. Big bet.
Happy wife,
happy life,
happy husband.
Yeah.
Yep. Living husband.
Yeah. And remember, when your wife has Cherokee ancestry, just hope she doesn't know about the obsidian knife thing.
Oh, bro. That's like sharper than a scalpel.
Yeah. Most Cherokee women that are traditional carry them.
Yeah. I don't need a circumcision from a Cherokee lady. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Love my Cherokee ladies.
Yeah. With all that, thank you, chat. Love you guys, and you guys are the best out there in our chat in this community, and we have great times. So we'll see you next time, and we'll have fun. Yeah, share some stories and all that stuff.
All right, Bear.
Much love.
Have a good
See
one,
you, Bear.
Later, brother.
Not Bear.
Yeah, the last thing I want to see is Bear can F himself. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Just give her the smokes.
Don't lie to me, Steve.
Give her the smokes.
I forgot to ask him, there's a bear shit in the woods.
I can't. I don't know. It's the trailer. You said so. The trailer, he just looks like a feckless idiot. There's no real build up to him being a bastard or an abuser.
No, they showed it on AMC because it's going to be on AMC TV, and I was watching it, and my wife even said, she goes, "Jesus, really?" I'm like, right. I was like, could you make a show about a guy saying that about? She goes, no. I'm like, exactly. I'm like, so it's all one way. I was like, misogyny bad, misandry stunning and brave, just stunning and brave. Like, what? Like this, it doesn't even make any sense, dude. You can just openly just hate men. Men are useless. It's fuck me, right?
Fuck your penis.
No, you can fuck yourself.
Apparently.
No, I disagree. It's F men only when it's convenient for them.
Yeah.
They still need to use them, for and such. But yeah.
Harrison, what do you do when your wife gets bored? What's your answer?
Who?
Your wife.
Oh, bag of bones.
Okay, all right.
I hop in my plane and I try to crash. I have no fucking idea what a force ghost is, and I don't care.
Thank you very much, Harrison.
Time Prophet says Mario Harrison again.
Anytime, short round. Anytime. Go climb a tree.
Oh my God. Do we have topics?
Yeah, we have a couple. We have a couple. Let's see here. We'll go over to we'll go to this whistleblower one in case we don't get to in case we get sidetracked again, which it will happen. That's okay.
That's thick like gays, man.
Well, the thing is that Neon Geeky at Clownfish TV, they said it is like this is gonna blow up because they dropped this on Friday,
right?
And it's gonna blow up in the following week. Everybody's gonna be talking about this.
I did. I made a video today. Got a whopping 21 views. I'm so proud of myself.
We covered it. We covered it on Saturday.
Thank God you did. I heard that. Great show, by the way, Mac. Thank you for entertainment. Wonderful job. What was the overall consensus, Mac? What did the whole team think when you guys went over this?
I think. Well, okay. So me and Tommy, because it was just me, Tommy, and Mortal, and Katie, and I think it was just kind of pretty much the same thing. It was
I came in late, so I missed this one.
Yeah, and I think it's just
you were too busy jumping off of mushrooms,
right? I said my piece that this is ridiculous to the point where it's not even funny anymore. Especially when we get to the point where so competition, fighting for something, meritocracy essentially, and individualism, being an individual, that's all like white power. That's all white supreme.
White supreme.
That's what you're. That's,
wait a minute. Are we talking about racist stuff, or are we like ordering Taco Bell?
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And I think it was Young Ripa who kind of said it best. It was just like, this for me, because this is really pertaining to how going towards people of color, specifically Black people. And I'm like, that's not me. That's not us espousing that. That's not what we want. That's not what, and I'm assuming that's what, and I'm not speaking for all Black people. I'm just saying that's not what I want from this kind of thing. This is.
If Gwyneth heard you right now, she'd tell you again. Shut up, peasant.
Especially since you've already been drafted. You've already been drafted, Mock. You don't even have the ability to speak on this anymore. That's gone.
This is disgusting. It really is disgusting, and it's honestly it's dangerous.
But you know what? It just seems like a rehashing of the same shit that every other corporation that spouts this kind of nonsense has been going with for the past few years. I mean, we had not that long ago where Coca-Cola was doing the same damn thing. And all these companies, they just follow one another. They're like, oh, well, so-and-so is doing it. Well, Gillette was doing it, so, we here at Pepsi should do it. Oh, well, we here at Coca-Cola see Pepsi's doing it, so we need to do it too. So Disney's like, well, we've already been kind of spouting this stuff anyway, so maybe we should just come out and like really just drop it on everybody.
And on top of that, it's kind of to pair what Tommy's saying is that for people, for Blacks, Latinos, and such, is that it's going to be kind of. it's going to be kind of discouraging. It will be discouraging for me if I found out that all it was a diversity hire, that I didn't get hired on merit on my own credentials, but just hired just because we were trying to fill a quota.
But you know what's
they had that once before though. I know around the country they did it, but I know in Jersey they had something like that, and it was called oh God, what the hell was it called? It was some kind of program that they instituted where they would only hire minorities and minorities only.
The state I worked in, companies were given tax breaks for making sure that they had hired so many minorities into certain positions. Yeah, that's racist economics. I mean, that's racism in general. But the problem, Mac, is that not everyone feels like you, man.
Right.
Exactly. The worth of your character is who you are. It's what you can produce and what you do. That's why you work so hard. That's why you're an artist that is constantly working on your craft. And so, there's people out there that would rather stay. Okay, I mean, we're in a part right now, and I think there's a good correlation to this. But we're in a spot in history right now where people are staying home unemployed because they're making more of unemployment sitting on their ass and not trying to do anything than going out and working for a living. We are in such a state of complacency with people not pushing to progress themselves. And the more excuses that are made for someone, the more opportunities, the more equity that is created, the less you're actually rewarding someone for trying to improve themselves. And that's a crime against our experience. It's a crime against everyone. People that don't get opportunities because they're the wrong color or the wrong. It's a full circle. It's a full circle of
the
denying
circle
people
of life.
Oh, yes.
That became a circle jerk.
Yeah. Dick candles, Tommy. Make it happen. I'm sorry, Matt.
Yeah, it's that's why I'm not surprised by Disney doing this, but it's still kind of unsettling. And when you go into it, and I think Etep should go into it, because I think that for those who don't know this whole checklist thing, I think they need to understand.
Etep's already down like 6 gummies with us crazy motherfuckers on his channel tonight. He's like that poor man. Look at him. He looks like a grandpop almost, doesn't he? He looks like he's sick of the grandkids.
He's definitely.
Oh damn!
The point I jumped on the stream, he's definitely aged already. So
yeah, it's a couple more wrinkles in that smooth skull.
We're part of the same club.
I think go forward, Etep. Kind of go into this because I feel like me covering it isn't enough.
All right, so we got the whistleblower reveals details about Disney's anti-racism training program featuring lessons on systemic racism, white privilege, and white fragility. A purported leak of internal documents has revealed the deeply ingrained critical social justice and race theory teachings found in Disney's latest employee diversity and inclusion training program. According to the documents, which independent journalist Christopher F. Rufo claims he has obtained from a company whistleblower, Disney's new Reimagine Tomorrow program consists of a number of different modules aimed at teaching employees how to be both anti-racist. Oof. According to a trove of whistleblower materials Disney's launched there. So we see it focuses on systemic racism, white privilege, white fragility, white saviors, microaggressions, and anti-racism.
That is an SJW hard-on of the fucking paragraph right there.
Well, especially that white fragility thing.
White fragility. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was to say. No, go ahead.
Go. No,
it's nah. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Because I'll go off for like a fucking half hour.
All right. So here we'll go through this. This is one such module titled "Allyship for Race Consciousness." Asks employees to take ownership of educating yourself about structural anti-black racism in the current and historical context, while avoiding having to rely on your black colleagues to educate you, as the task would be too emotionally taxing.
How racist is this piece of trash, piece of junk? You're telling me that my black brothers and my black sisters are not they're too taxed to have a conversation with me, to tell me about, to have the kind that they want to have, that I might want to have. They're too taxed to explain their view of the world. No, but you can get it from this documentation, this piece of propaganda that tells you exactly how to feel, what narrative to run with, and how much of an awful person you are if you're white, and how much of a lazy, stupid person you are if you're black. Fuck Disney. Sorry.
No, you're
perfectly said.
You're not wrong.
Can't argue with that.
Welcome to my side of the fence, Stephen.
That's pretty much what this says. I mean, look, here's the actual text. It says, many of us are wondering how we can step up to support black colleagues and promote racial justice. Think of this guide as one of many starting points to becoming an ally. Throughout the guide, we have been intentional about addressing both white and non-black people of color allies because each group can extend in different and distinctive types of allyship. While this is not an exhaustive list, there are 3 critical components to being an ally: learning, reflecting, and engaging.
Did they just talk about a game on Twitch? Is this like
it's not exhaustive, but it is exhausting. You don't need a list. One thing. Treat them like a human being. That's it.
Yeah.
Period. Done. End of list.
If McKinney questions this, does that mean that he's not an ally? Are you not an ally, McKinney?
That's the key word. Final. That's the key word. Ally.
I'm your ally.
Yeah.
Ally. That's the key
ally.
word.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that being an ally worked out so well for those people that got caught up in all those riots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That whole... it's all disingenuous. Ally. What do you mean ally? You mean capitulating to someone else's narrative, allowing them to live in their safe space and don't give any conflict. Don't create any conflict. Don't have a debate. Don't challenge their position. That's what ally means. It means capitulation. It means kneeling. Fuck you. I would rather have an equal or a friend or a colleague than an ally any day.
It sounds like if Walton was in Falcon and Winter Soldier, that he wouldn't get a loan either at the bank.
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say, all right.
What would be the person that if he was in that crowd that Sam was telling everyone to be on, he would probably tell them to shut up.
I was just saying, Walton, you sound too black that you wouldn't get a loan.
Can I be the White Falcon? Can I do that? You guys think that can happen?
There's no White Falcon. There's a Latino Falcon after the Black Falcon. Get it right.
I want to be the White
after my penis.
There's an order. You got
Torres is Falcon after Sam becomes Captain Falcon.
It's a pecking order.
At least that's how I think it went in the comics, wasn't it? After when Sam became captain, then Torres took over took the mantle of Falcon because he had the wings. He took his broken wings and learned to fly again. Not to be confused with Red's dick wings.
Can I be Faith then?
Sure, you can be Faith, the body positive superhero.
Yes, I'll be Faith.
With the mashed potato shoulders and all. You're good.
I don't follow that shit.
That bastard got me working out with that comment. But
so, thought starters for allies. The struggle is real. Solidarity and mutuality are our common goals. This hard work is not a moment in time. It is an ongoing learning journey. The work requires more than attending a parade or rally to demonstrate support. Don't take the responsibility of being an ally lightly. This is about building self-awareness through education and advocating for institutional change. Allyship is not self-defined. It is defined by the individual or group to whom you are an ally. You are an ally when the individual or the group say so or recognize you as one. Being an ally is not about recognition, promotion, or reward. Allies are not saviors. Rather, an allyship is about common good and changing the world.
Yeah, see,
the last part for sure.
Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. It's like if you be an ally, you can't think for yourself. You can't, don't speak up. Don't say. The greater good.
Mac, I don't want to traumatize you by asking about your black experience. I am your ally. I'm your
My black experience is just like everybody else's experience.
Human experience.
If they needed somebody to espouse these kind of ideals that they're trying to spew out right now, they probably should have went back to at least like the 30s or 40s and picked up one of those drill sergeants, because this is the same kind of preaching points that a drill sergeant would have had. Mm-hmm. Just saying, you shut up, you do what you're told when we say you should do it, and don't question it.
But that's the military, though. We want them. We want to be conditioned in the military. You don't want to send soy boys out on the battlefield. You'd be inviting countries to invade.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I think sending soy boys out in the front line is the best thing that we could do for this country.
Can we airlift soy boys into Lake China? Can we do that?
That's the front line right there, Steven. That is the front line.
Kind of like a Trojan horse, yeah.
Just stick them in a cannon. Stick them in a cannon and fire those soys at them. Even I know, because you know what Disney's doing. As a white privileged old man, Mr. Big Deal should have been the head Vulcan with the light sword thingy. Even I know that.
Right. Thank you.
Vulcans.
Are we the only country in the world that talks about this craziness? I think so. Every time Katie's on, she's like, "You Americans are not. I don't understand any of this."
But I'm with her in that. I don't understand any of this shit.
Any of this?
Yeah, I'm with her.
We don't have it. She's like, we don't have this in my country. I don't understand. I don't know. Talking about this.
That's what I keep responding. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, Katie. I don't know.
I want to go where Katie's at. Shit.
We're all batshit crazy. That's basically our problem. We're all fucking batshit crazy over here. Let's see what else we got. We'll go through this article. Disney also claims that not only does the United States have a long history of systemic racism and transphobia. Oh, jeez, help me, Rhonda. Transformers more than meets the.
How do you have a long history of transphobia? What the fuck?
Can we get a citation needed on that?
Yeah, so for real, like where
the long history? Listen, Walton, you don't remember the battle of the trans versus everyone else? You don't remember that bloody battle?
No, in 1817. No, I don't remember.
Wait, was that when Caitlin?
Foreskin and 7 years ago, our transphobia fathers brought into this nation. Never mind.
Please show me where in any but in the 20th century or before, maybe late 20th century, where transphobia was talked about.
Oh,
dude,
God.
the battle
I think that happened parallel to the Great Emu War of Australia.
Okay, that's it.
Dude, I'm telling you, the Transformers War took place on Cybertron a long, long time ago. That's when the Transformers were fighting.
Shit. Look, trans people have been around for a hot minute. I've seen one when I was a kid. I know they're not, it wasn't in my wheelhouse, so it was a rarity to me to see one. But what do you mean long history of trans?
I mean, it goes back to the trans movement. That goes back ancient history. We're talking. I mean, they happened in Mesopotamia, Sumeria. Yeah, this goes back a very, very long time. This is nothing new. It's just a rehashing of ancient tradition.
Oh, I thought chicks with dicks was just the thing.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, that was in other countries.
You don't sound like an ally, Steven.
Well, wouldn't that be in other countries outside the U.S.? But Disney is claiming that the U.S. has a long history, not other countries.
We don't even have a long history, period.
No. It's like 200 years. That's it.
Yeah,
and we're screwing it up.
It's the shortest history in the world of any nation.
We were doing better for a minute there, and then we hit the 21st century, and it just all got screwed up.
We done fucked up. Hit the restart button.
Has anybody tried unplugging the U.S. and plugging it back in?
Right.
I think Pop's trying that, right?
He does. He got confused watching Matlock. He got confused watching Matlock earlier. He was like,
"Where am I?"
Lives matter.
I blinked. I was on the stairs. I blinked again. I'm in the White House on the floor. What's going on? Come on, man.
He was like, I was trying to sit around with corn pop and eat my grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup and drink my warm tea. And Matlock was on, and next thing I know, I was watching In the Heat of the Night. I woke up and I didn't even know what happened. I was president. Kamala had her heels up in the stir. I'm sorry, I gotta stop. I'll keep going.
I was standing in the kiddie pool, and they were rubbing my hair. I got a hairy leg. All
right. Yeah. I just want to state straight up right now that at 24 after the hour, Shellback has officially skirt me. He skirt me. I don't know what the hell that's about.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait.
24 after the hour.
They're not chicks with dicks. They're men with boobs. Oh, Jesus.
Bro. I don't know how you flip that. It just sounds scarier the other way. Which sounds more threatening? Actually, you know what? I think the first one sounds more
threatening. The first one's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
And if you don't accept it, then you're a transphobe. Wait. Here, let's get some female representation up on here. What's up, Nyriam?
I woke up. I've been called here. I've been summoned here by some strange voice. No, we don't have this shit over here. I don't want. You know what? Just quit, guys. Just come over here. You know, come over to my country. We're just gonna run Indiegogo from over here. You know, it's gonna be fun.
We're doing this. So let me get this straight, Nyriam. You were sleeping, and then you heard us saying your name and talking about this stuff, and it woke you out of your sleep.
No, I just randomly woke up because I fell asleep on my stomach and I felt like my spine is breaking. So I just woke up trying to fix my spine. And while I was doing that, I kind of turned on Rogue Entertainment, trying to comment like crazy. But I don't know what to do with YouTube today. It's not showing my comments at all. So
really,
you know, I could tell you right now that pressure on your spine, that's guilt. That's guilt. According to Disney, that's guilt.
Of course, that's
white privilege guilt.
What are you talking about?
When is Paltrow?
What are you talking about? I'm living in a country that has like 5.5 million people. I'm a minority here.
Never take life advice from a white nipple.
Oh shit,
Katie! Today we found out that Red's penis has wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's because he drinks a lot of Red Bull.
I don't think it works like that.
It does if you put your dick in the can, Steve.
Well, we each have some, you know. Somebody sticks their dicks into a tree, somebody in a can, you know.
I've heard of my dick in a box, but my dick in a can? Ouch.
It's my dick in a can. Ow!
Yeah. Lola said she's got to get going and she's got to celebrate her birthday week.
Well, she'll be on tomorrow night on Ladies' Night with us, celebrating. So we'll wish her some happy birthday. We won't even sing on the air tomorrow. I don't know. She'll be joining us tomorrow night for Ladies' Night.
You got to make up a new song because I think if it's happy birthday, when you will get flagged.
I'll do the Marilyn Monroe, be like, happy birthday, Mr. President. It's like Caitlyn Jenner. It's like Caitlyn Jenner and shit.
Caitlin's more like this. I guess it's the way I always talked, except now I have boobs.
Buckle up, buckaroos.
Yeah, bend over. Pete, bend over. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lola. Have fun tomorrow.
Yep.
And
happy birthday.
Let Harris
happy birthday.
Or pat it, you know, just you know, he's
happy
old.
birthday.
He don't have many left.
You.
Dude, I
many more.
I have a long history of transfer. I'm so sick of hearing extra. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it, Etep.
Oh, dude, this is it gets. But wait, there's more.
I know there's more.
Let's see, systemic racism and transphobia, but that most non-black employees, particularly white employees, work through feelings of guilt, shame, and defensiveness to understand what is beneath them and what needs to be healed. We're gonna skip over that and we'll just read this. Asserting that potential allies must embrace discomfort and humility. Disney further urges employees to, quote, challenge colorblind ideologies and rhetoric such as all lives matter or I don't see color, and not to question or debate black colleagues' lived experiences.
You have to concentrate on somebody's race. That superficial feature is everything about them. That is such a horrible messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't we told we were growing up to be colorblind? Those of us that are like, you know, around 40. That's all we heard when we were younger, right? Be colorblind.
Well, to me, it's not so much being colorblind as it is just seeing people as individuals,
people, right?
As peoples as individuals, and not painting with broad brushstrokes over an entire community based on the actions of a few. You get to know people first before you pass judgment.
Each of our
that's exactly the way it's always should have been. You're supposed to judge everybody on the merits of their actual personality and how they actually interact with you, not on the freaking color of their skin or what they're wearing. Because I mean, that's another thing that they did. Even in the 80s, they still had a little bit of that. Granted, it wasn't quite quite as bad as it probably was in like the 50s and the 40s, but we still got that. You know, if you had long hair, if you were wearing like heavy metal shit or anything like that, you got fucked with by the cops all the time.
Yes, brother. And look, I don't care what culture, subculture, race, group you come from, whatever. You know damn well that there's an idiot in your community that reinforces every damn negative stereotype that is pressed upon us. We already got enough to deal with, from the loudmouths, from the people who cause drama because they get the most attention, that reinforce things that aren't true about the rest of us. We don't need to paint broad brushstrokes across everybody because of a small few.
Walton, we have Pop and Harris that do this all the time.
Yeah, Hyena Harris.
Yep.
I call her heels up, Harris.
Yep. We have it from the highest level, and that's why everyone knows that this is all bullshit. No one wants to see it. No one wants to hear it. They know it's all nonsense, and they still want to keep pushing this shit on the internet wherever they can, and they try to silence our voices. Well, they can fuck off. We're gonna keep doing our own thing.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry, Vinny.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just thought that you were okay. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Go, Katie. Come on.
No, don't worry.
No, I just don't like to interrupt people. I just seriously thought that Vinny was done talking, so that's why I tried to step into. But the point is, what I wanted to say. I think as a teacher, right, we should learn from little kids. Because little kids, they don't give a damn whether you're yellow, green, black, purple. You know, they just don't care. They get to playground. And if you are not a douchebag that's not gonna share their toy or just gonna insult them, treat them wrong, they're gonna play with you. They don't care. They see you as a person. They see you as as another kid. And I don't know. That's kind of sad to see when you see their parents trying to pull them away from the other kid because the other kid is different and there are some stereotypes, there are some prejudices. I would really love that to disappear from over here. And sadly, even though I'm from a different country, I can see this feature happening over here because we have minorities as well. Not that strong, it's not that strong over here, but still kind of visible. So yeah, I mean, if that would kind of get away, that would be amazing.
You're right, 100%. I grew up in New York, and it was literally a melting pot. I was friends with everyone. They were all different colors, all different races. It didn't matter. And Katie's 100% right. Kids don't care. This shit it's learned behavior, and if it's coming from the tippy top of our government and everything. They want us to be divisive. They want us to keep fighting. They want this hatred to keep going. And douchebags that we see all the time, like who was it? Dan Slott today was writing on Twitter. Again, it's the same shit, man. It's the same shit. They have a script. They go by what they're told or what they want to do. And hey, you're going to get a bonus if you keep fighting with people like this. I mean, that's how it works over there.
And Katie, I agree with you 100%, and I think that should be encouraged. It's just that the unfortunate problem is that here they're clearly indoctrinating kids into this mindset. They're teaching them at a young age at this mindset.
Yep.
I know, and that's why I think that teachers should be very carefully selected into the position of teacher. Not to put some woke idiots there or over here like people they care who they take into their schools.
It's a 1-2 punch. It's a 1-2 punch. They do it through our entertainment and then they do it through our schools. That's what they do.
But I also think that's maybe part of the reason why these studios aren't as concerned about losing money if they feel it's temporary. Okay, there's going to be a loss, but the kids are being indoctrinated into this kind of think. So, in a few years, they're going to be pushing their parents to want to see these movies. They're going to be indoctrinated, so we'll start making money. If we start pushing it now and start pushing it, this idea onto the kids, they're going to be the ones spending money and they're going to be indoctrinated into this kind of entertainment. So they will see it and they will, I think that's their thinking. They'll get a return a little bit down the line, but they're going to get a return once these kids all grow up a little bit.
Yeah. And it's just, it's scary. It is scary. It is dangerous. Right. It's not just the whole, just teaching them about the vision. It's teaching them about, if they want to be somebody else, that they can just do it now. And but not telling them that if you do it now, the rest of your life is going to be messed up.
You know what's going to happen? It's going to happen like it's always happened before. It's going to be that generation that's coming up now, the ones that they haven't really gotten their feet wet in the real world yet. They're still trying to find their way. They're the ones that once they start getting older, they're going to see that all this bullshit doesn't work in reality. They're the ones that are going to wind up pushing back against it, like every other generation before them has done. Unfortunately, how much damage is going to be done again along the way? Because it's not the first time this nonsense has happened like this.
And what's worse is the people you talk about, the people we bring about, those are the people those are like the 30, 40-somethings our age on Twitter still acting like they're kids, still acting like they're teenagers. They're treating this, all the stuff that we see on Twitter, it's high school drama. It's high school BS. It's just done by adults.
And there's a lot of it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And there's a lot of it going around.
It's done by adults, and it goes into ramification, and the ramifications are just, we're just going to cancel people.
Listen, let's be.
And it's like these are kids. These are adults who are acting like teenagers in high school and thinking that, we have to, thinking that, it's okay to do this. It's okay to smear somebody's life. It's okay to throw a hissy fit and just, cancel somebody over this. Smear someone over this.
It is the product of one of the easiest ages ever in the West, and one of the easiest times for someone to progress. A lot of it comes from these privileged kids who were given positions or able to find positions because of wealth or connections. But I feel that the worst part of all this is limiting the potential of an entire generation of people, or attempting to do so. Yes, this country has a pretty bad past, but it also has a great. But also has one that is great in the way that we have progressed and the way that we have fought for equality. This is an overwhelming white country. Tell me how laws were changed or enacted. Tell me how laws were changed or enacted that gave freedoms or equality to other people, because the majority didn't realize that this is the right thing to do. How dare you say that that's not the case? Instead of looking back, I think one of the issues is that they play on people's fears. You look back and you say, look at all this time when we were fighting, or when you were holding, or you. Not the people then, but you, because by proxy of the condition of your skin. You were the reason that these people were held down, or you were enslaved, or you or this. These things historically may have happened with our ancestors, but our ancestors, our forefathers, also fought to bring us to where we are today. Why aren't we praising the achievements? They're acting like these achievements didn't exist, and they're doing it. They're doing it to constantly make these young people feel like they have nowhere to go, that they don't have any potential to growth. Well, that's why they're erasing it. There's no one to know, no heroes, no idols to look up to, no historical people.
And even Martin Luther King, they're going against his whole "I Had a Dream" speech. The whole speech is about living without color, without seeing color, being judged on the merit of your character, not the color of your skin. I mean, that was his whole speech, and they're going against that with every agenda they have right now.
And with this, what's going on here with these leaks, and what this whole memo is that it highlights probably the biggest problem I have with this, and it's the biggest problem I have with the past couple of years, is that we're being taught to not take responsibility for our own actions, to always blame our faults on somebody else instead of wanting to improve.
I agree with that.
I was born. The thing is, I remember there was a tweet, and it showed this little girl in the mud with like her toy stuff, and it said like, "Do you want? The best way to get immune is to be exposed by it." And I think in the same way, it's that.
Ooh, can we have COVID parties?
You need to learn that, it's not only that, it's just you need to learn that, there's nothing wrong with failing, that you have to fail in order to succeed, that there are limits to what you can and that you do get in trouble for stuff.
Well, you know what? I want to counter that just slightly, though, Makani. I mean, there is actually something where they want people to take responsibility for it, but they want them to take responsibility for something that they had nothing to do with.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And that's to me that's more dangerous than anything else, because you're trying to push this accountability thing, but you're not taking responsibility for your own actions. You're not taking accountability for your own mistakes. You're not looking at what you're doing and how bad it's affecting. That's why I got really heated when we talked about the whole LeBron James tweet. Because you're pressing for accountability, but you're not taking accountability on the fact that, you know, you publicly doxed and you basically almost you're putting an officer's life at risk. You're not apologizing for it. You're not looking back and saying, "Oh, I was wrong for that." No, you're just saying, "I took the tweet down because I didn't want to create more hate. Create the exact kind of hate that you started. You're not taking accountability for your own actions. That's what I have a problem with."
I hear the heat in Mac's voice. You have a problem with that.
Because I'm kind of worried that it's going to move from social media into our real lives to the point where people are going to start warping history. You know, like it never happened.
I grew up, and as far as just, I grew up getting in trouble for stupid things I did in school. I got in trouble for that. And I understand I understand that responsibility. I understand it's like, I mess up, then yeah, I messed up. You know, I got in trouble in school. I got in trouble doing stupid stuff growing up as well. I got in trouble for saying the wrong. I got in trouble for cursing. I got in trouble for saying this or that to other people. That's how I was taught, and that's what I see nowadays. Is that people have never been in trouble before. They never got in trouble for what they say. They never got in trouble.
Now you just get canceled for speaking truth.
Yeah, for being honest. For being honest.
Yeah, for being
honest.
honest.
This thing everybody was taught about is just that be honest, be truthful.
Yeah,
you know.
Let's wrap this up. Sorry. I think Etep was get done by 9.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I'm gonna watch Prodigal Son with the wife. That's our Tuesday night.
Enjoy it while you can.
I know, dude. It's that breaks my heart because I love that show. Another module, What Can I Do About Racism, asks employees to reject equality or the goal of equal treatment and access to opportunities in favor of equity or equality of outcome. Yeah, because why give people and let them earn the tools to make themselves better when you can just give them things, right? I mean, that does everybody favors. I mean, this is just sheer. It's insanity. In one pro-inclusion tip featured in the module, Disney recommends that employees talk openly about everyone's race and ethnicities in order to appeal to people's conscious values and challenge their unconscious bias.
Unless you're white and haven't asked for permission.
Yeah.
Because if you're an ally, you're not supposed to ask questions. Remember, they've already stated that earlier on in the mission statement.
Shut up, Whitey.
What? Not asking questions? Did you say something?
Yeah. This is great. But be aware, if you're going to talk about race, identify everyone's race, continues the tip, by identifying someone as black or Latinx, which no Latino uses or Latina ever uses. That's white people doing that.
Man, what you talking about? We use Latinx all the time, man.
Is that like Smilex?
Yeah, I think so. But not categorizing someone else as white, you're saying that white is the norm, which by all other races are measured. Oh, God. Nobody said that.
Nobody
said that.
This is such bullshit.
The module concludes with a number of recommended resources for further reading, including Ibram X. Kendi's How to Be an Anti-Racist and Robin DiAngelo's White Fragility. And another external resource titled 75 Things White People Can Do for Racial Justice, which was updated to 103 things.
All 75 would not be white.
Here's a good one. White individuals are invited to donate to your local BLM chapter.
Wow.
Participate in reparations and decolonize your bookshelf.
Yes, I need more mansions.
Yes. I was just going to say, donate to buy large mansions today, white people.
Buy large mansions, my brother.
let me ask you this: should the same go for black people again? Because you know what, I have a lot of stuff on my bookshelf that was probably written by white people or created by white people.
Well, Mackie, the Three Musketeers is safe.
We've already established that you're already part of us now, buddy. Do we keep going back to the racial draft? You've already been acquired. Stop.
Yeah, man, you're whiter than we are.
Can you say you acquired a black person?
Dude,
I don't know if you can say that.
Well, guess what?
Just did.
I already did.
Real talk.
Cancel, bro.
Real talk.
I
found out that
denounced Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
Say that if like Tommy, or if I found out that Tommy or Steven's like ancestors, they enslaved my race, would I be wanting reparations from them? No, because you're asking reparations from people who they had no part in that.
No, screw that, Mac. Screw that. Sold on Mac. Now, Vinny, your Roman ancestors. Your Roman ancestors enslaved mine. I want reparations, bitch.
There it goes.
Let me continue, because it's this. You're trying to police this thing that we don't have control over. No one has control of their race. They don't have any control of how they were born.
You know, even more than that, Mark, is most people don't have control of what happened in the past. They don't have control of history. History.
Are you sure though? Because with gender, you apparently have control now. So
but this is regarding to race though, and no one.
Oh, you can do that too.
Race. Yeah, but nobody has control of what they were born with.
Ask Talcum X.
But we can identify.
Yeah, you can identify if you want to, but the people who aren't going to do that, most people in the world who aren't going to do that, is like they don't have control. White people don't have control of that, but Katie doesn't have control of her race.
Mr. Big Deal.
Here's the thing. I have a brain, so that's why I'm not gonna even try to identify as something I'm not. So that's the point. The moment when you see somebody walking out there identifying as something they're not, you can always tell that these people just don't have it straight in their head, and that's just my opinion. Hate me for it. I don't care.
It's just like you don't have. Listen, I don't care. I wouldn't care either less. It's like that was beyond your control.
I know.
It's how you treat people now. How you treat people now. That's what counts.
Absolutely.
All I want to say is, by not going after them, you're leaving money on the table.
but karma's going to come back.
Take it from me.
Sooner or later.
Take it from me.
White. If you go that Talcum X route, if you go that Jesse Smollett bout, it's going to affect you. It's going to have a bad ramification for you in the long run. People are not going to see you the way they're not going to see you as some kind of hero. They're going to see you as a fraud. They're going to see you as a race baiter.
Because he is a fucking fraud. He set that whole shit up. That's totally different. That guy's a fucking idiot through and through. But you know what it is? And see, he got caught. Now, here's the thing. If these people get caught in what they're trying to push, the propaganda, the horse shit, it's really going to blow up in a gigantic way.
They're going to be.
That's why That's why they can't backpedal. That's why they're doubling down with the BLM shit. That's why, because it's gone too far. They destroyed half the fucking country for what the hell they've been doing in the name of nothing. For a drug addict is what they're claiming. For that shit, they put him up as a holy fucking relic now. This is bullshit.
How is that a hero and not MLK?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I don't understand.
It doesn't make any sense. Let's wrap this one up, though. It says, as noted by Rufo, Disney put these ideas into practice by sponsoring the creation of a 21-day racial equity and social justice challenge, which begins with a lesson on systemic racism that tells participants they have all been raised in a society that elevates white culture over others. After completing a white privilege checklist, participants are then instructed to complete an exercise on how to tell if you have white fragility, which teaches that the belief in statements such as, I am a good person, I can't be racist, and I was taught to treat everyone the same, is evidence of internalized racism and white fragility. Jesus Christ.
Saying that you don't judge a person due to superficial things makes you a racist.
But you know what? I don't worry about that being a guinea pig. I think all you humans are just horrible. So
Yeah.
I have a little theory about this because it kind of connects with something like usually when you need a field to claim something you aren't. So maybe there is some logic to it, like when it starts persuading people that you're a good person, you're not a liar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually the other thing is you know what I'm trying to point out.
Yeah. It's just that when people virtue signaling about how much of a good person they are, they're not a good person.
Well, yeah, I think it depends on the situation. If you're, if you're just going around saying, "Oh, I'm not racist. I'm never," if that's all you're saying, then yeah, there's a good chance maybe you are. But if you're trying to defend yourself against someone accusing you of that and saying, "Look, I'm not," here's all my experience, and then you're blamed for being racist because of that, it's two different things. It depends on how it's done.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
I
I think
tell
at
you
that
what,
point,
I'm never at any point going to claim that I'm a good person because all you have to do is ask Walton whether I am or not.
I don't need to tout it.
Enough said.
A good person doesn't need to tout they're a good person.
Yep.
And you have a bunch of guinea pigs, so you definitely are.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's see. Finally, participants are given a worksheet encouraging them to pivot from white dominant culture to something different.
This is still going on? Oh, shit.
Go. No, continue, because this is
It's true though. Like the people that obsess with race are usually racist, and it seems like Disney is obsessed with race.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they always have been.
Yeah,
they always have been. This includes pivoting from such norms as individualism and separateness, priorities and timelines that perpetuate white supremacy culture.
Exactly.
Exactly. Walt's cryo head is spinning right now in its little containment unit.
Right.
Drilling.
That's what pissed me off about this. I'm like, as somebody who grew up raised about hard work, so now that's white supremacy now? Because I want to earn my way through just because another person wants to earn their way?
You know what? Hallelujah. Your eyes have been opened. You're starting to see the truth, Makani. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Here's the fucking thing, man. We got to stop giving these kind of articles any kind of credence because that's the shit, man. They just want to keep spouting their bullshit. They think they can brainwash people. They're not doing it.
Well, Vinny, I think like in this case, like I understand what you're saying, but in this case, this is like Christopher Rufo. He got this material from leakers, and then he, brought this to people's attention. I think something like this needs to be brought to attention.
Yeah, because this lets people know what kind of company Disney actually is.
Right. I'm sorry. But my bad. We were going so long, I forgot that it was a leak.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Disney wants to keep all this stuff under wraps because they don't really want anybody to realize what a shitheel company they've been. They've always been a shitheel company. It's just the levels and degrees that they've gone to increase what a fucking disgusting company they really are now. I mean, they've gone way beyond what we're actually seeing. We're only seeing a percentage of what Disney is doing behind closed doors. I want everybody to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and y'all Ripa said it earlier. If you were working in Disney, like in the parks or like in offices or anything like that, and you heard about this, you would have probably quit right there.
Yeah, I mean, if you can,
and that's regardless of any race.
I would be surprised. I would be interested to see how many people are quitting over the
or complaining to HR. I mean,
This could be.
I would like to know the pushback because there's got to be pushback.
Yeah,
there has to be.
This could be a potential
there's no way there isn't.
Right here.
Yep, and the employees would be absolutely right too. Let's see, Rufo. This is fucking great. Rufo also reported that Disney has launched racially segregated affinity groups for minority employees with the goal of achieving culturally authentic insights. The Latino group was named Ola, the Asian group was named Compass, and the Black group was named Wakanda.
Wow. So if there was an Italian group, it would be the Guineas, huh?
Yeah.
The first thing that happens in every group, in every company, in every larger group of people, like people start naturally creating groups, like separating in the groups. Now they did them a favor and just divided them for the people.
Yep.
So.
Well, that's because imagine this: people are actually comfortable around things that like groups that cultures they're used to. It's what it is, and that's not bad.
It's horseshit though, Stephen, because this is the same shit that we grew up listening to was wrong. Segregation was wrong, and here they are. They're spouting the same crap that back in the 80s they were saying was fucking wrong, and they're doing it again. They're trying to create another form of segregation, and all these morons are sitting there following and saying, "Oh, is this so progressive?" It is not progressive. It was regressive, you stupid bastards. I mean, if you opened up a history book, you would be able to see that, but they don't have the common sense to be able to do that.
No,
that's why they're getting rid of the history books. Don't you know that?
Yep. Yeah, this is I think some of the people's I heard some people saying like this. I don't want to get political anyway, but they were saying that this is straight up like socialist. Like
this is socialist.
Yeah, it is.
We only have like 5 minutes left. Etep, how you want to handle this, man?
Oh no, we can. We'll roll through a little bit more of this.
Okay.
Hilariously, on a slide outlining the vision and mission statements of the Ola Group, Disney could not keep their critical race theory approved terminology in order, referring to Latinos first as Latinos, then Latinxes in the respective statements. Mm-hmm. That just shows they have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, this it just goes on, but yeah. So we basically know that Disney is they're in the game of segregation. They're in the game of normalizing segregation and regressive social tendencies and practices when it comes to the way the races interact with each other.
Etep, I have to ask. I mean, do you feel either more included, or do you feel better now that Walt Disney isn't coming after the Jewish community as much?
I think I feel a modicum of safety now.
Okay,
I don't have to worry about Disney anti-Semitism as much. But the white guy in me's like, oh shit, it's fucking. It's bad though. I mean, it doesn't. It's like, Jesus, dude. Why don't you just go back and say, hey, look, remember Song of the South? It's like, holy shit, Disney. Like, you're really just. This is what we're doing now. This is what we're teaching people. That segregation is fine. Fucking, it's good when it's by design. It's good.
By design. Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do, is make it by design, and it's just.
And their new theme parks, are they going to have, like in the Star Wars section, they're going to have special symbols on their arms, bandages that have a swastika on it? Is that what's going to be next?
It's just like it's just like
they can have like fast races.
Vinny, it's just like what we're seeing with the comic book industry. It's just like this bunch of segregation where only the blacks can write the blacks, only the gays can write the gays.
Whoa.
No.
We're still on Disney. Hold on. We're still on Disney theme parks.
Well, you know what?
I think the darker the skin color, the faster you can cut the line. Is that what it's going to be?
You know what? I think you should be careful. If you go to Disney parks and you ever see one of their express like monorail trains and it says conservatives only, don't get in it because it's probably a gas car. Just saying.
Our new camps are Disney.
Hail to the chat. Thank you for staying with us. We set
this bitch on fire.
Yeah, look. Tommy, you have acquired many things tonight. I don't know what to say, brother.
Guinea pigs are very fortunate.
It's that guinea pig privilege.
Totally.
Damn Skippy.
I gotta admit, every time this thumbnail is so great. Thank you so much for it, or this background gaze. But every time I see Christie chilling down there, her avatar, I keep waiting for her to call me a bitch or a dick.
I know she's just peeking through.
She probably is right now.
The avatar just comes alive all of a sudden.
She just needs that word balloon there. Eat my crits.
I was going to make mention earlier. Etep had one of the articles up, and there was like a bottle cap at the bottom of the screen that was just resting on her head. But I didn't want to take us out of the conversation.
You totally should have. Any chance to embarrass the
Yeah, it would have been fine. It'll be fine. On that note, though, guys, On that note, I got it. We're gonna have to end her here. I have a standing date with the wife on Tuesday nights around this time. So
get it.
I don't want to get stabbed in my sleep. And a TV show made about me called Etep Can Go Fuck Himself.
Don't let her get
bored.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I already have that in production.
All right. Well, hell, as long as I get royalties, I'm good. Let me start down here. We'll start with Nyriam.
Oh, okay, that was surprising.
Surprise!
Surprise! I don't know what to say. I mean, just give me the chill. You know, you don't need to search for me anywhere. Pretty much everybody knows me, so or maybe not. I don't mind.
Support bonds. Go out there,
Support
share
bonds.
that link out.
Yes.
Support bonds.
Yep.
Thank you guys. I seriously suck at this. I'm really thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just take me away. Just take me away.
Okay. We'll go over to Tommy.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Tommy in the Guinea Pig Collective. And in case you didn't know, Steven is a big-time tree supporter, and he actually is backed Into the Woods by Vinnie Tartamella, and he did it for the reasons that you think he did. Steven, it's very fortunate that you were here with us tonight, because I heard that you were held up in the National Forest again by the park rangers, and I'm hoping that you worked your way out of that sticky situation, and that there's not going to be no more fines. But, hey, everybody, thank you for being here, and it is always a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us, Tommy. I appreciate it, brother. Here is Vinnie Art. Oh, Jesus, it's Harrison.
Oh, hey guys, yeah. Back to Vinnie Art. He's the real big deal. Shadow of the Kraken, fantastic book. Through the Woods, oh my God. If I were 40, 50 years younger, I'd love to be in that film. City of Venus, another fantastic project. Those women, oh, so hot. Better than the bag of bones I've been banging. Yeah, Shadow of the Kraken. I could be an old pirate in there. I'm going to talk to Vinny about that. But back it. Thank you.
Hey,
kill me.
Thank
kill
you.
Me now kill me.
We'll go over to Enter the Unfamiliar.
I don't know how to follow that up, so you can follow me on my channel. Deal with the UFO phenomenon, which is crazier and crazier every day. There's all kind of crap in the skies now. Sky pollution because of our own satellites now, so it's insane up there. And
really?
now they're pushing that humanity is the problem in space too because of our sky pollution. It's always humanity. We're the problem on Earth. We're the problem in space. They just want us to hate ourselves.
Yeah,
so
space doesn't give a shit about us.
I don't think so.
Damn white people.
Yeah, there's white people. So.
Aliens made a U-turn. They get out of here.
Yeah, that's right. They saw us like, nope, no thanks.
There's too
aliens like white people. White people are down there thinking mayonnaise is spicy. Get the fuck out! Go!
Oh man. Yep. Well, thanks for having me on. It was a great show. Tune in on Sunday nights. I have my live show. Took a week off last week, but we'll be back this week talking about Apophis, another huge asteroid that's headed our way, possibly in 2029. NASA's saying now they're saying it's not going to hit us. Hopefully, we think. Originally, they said it looked like it might, but it might in 2036. So we'll see. But there's some interesting connection to that and the age and the days in which we live. So tune in Sunday nights at 6:00 Pacific Standard Time.
Thank you for. Oh, dude, thank you, brother.
Yeah, I just send Bruce Willis up there. Send him up there. Him and Ben Affleck. Benifer. Hey, that's a thing now. Benifer.
Yep.
Yeah, they're back together.
Hey,
Didn't even touch on that.
He want some taco flavored kisses.
I'd tap that ass. I don't care how crazy she is.
The Red Gaze, ladies and gentlemen.
What up? I was just looking at Finals Avatar and thinking how much it looks like my wiener. But anyway, don't forget, speaking of wings, don't forget the Back Wings of Vengeance. It's on Indiegogo right now. It's the next great chapter in the epic space fantasy. That is SUNSWORN. Don't miss out. Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter. And speaking of huge asteroids, check out a Psalm of Ass and Fire on my channel right now.
Note to self: don't put it in a can.
There's the word.
Ladies and gentlemen, Machini 90.
Hey guys. Sorry if I got really fired up. Sorry,
it's all good.
Can I? Oh, okay, here. I'll share this because this this can put a smile on your face. This is my entire reference on Pinterest that I use for Bubblegum Girls. Just take time to appreciate. So,
Yep. Here we go.
I am my gender is confused every time I hear your voice and look at the. Oh my dear God! Now it's not.
Yep, that's all my.
This is the inspiration.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like you. Yeah, you got. It looks like her. Man,
yeah. Can I get a link?
Hold on. I need to get. Double on the phone right now. Is a deal to be made?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I am very happy right now. I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's my whole reference collection. Anyway, yeah, I feel like
we could have done that the entire stream.
God damn,
if you want to zoom up, my place. But yeah. Anyway,
yes.
So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much. Everybody, I already said thank you enough. Right now, I'm just trying to get back into getting more content on YouTube. Since we're in between seasons, I'm coming up with new avatars for Bubblegum Curls. This was one of them. The one I showed earlier today, that was another one. I will do one of her with a Rogue Entertainment shirt on for whenever I do Rogue Entertainment streams again. And but other than that, yeah, I'm trying to put out new content. I may do a draw stream tomorrow, just continuing this up. And still working on commissions, and yeah, I'm just getting back to growing my channel again. Just really
excellent,
push,
beautiful,
excellent, sir,
awesome,
excellent. Man. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, you know him, Stephen Walton.
I can't believe I have to say this, but can you please go to my channel, make sure you're still subscribed and share out my videos because YouTube hates me right now. They hate me. I don't know if I screwed it up by live streaming too much or what I did.
Walton, it's your association with the Guinea Pig Collective, man.
My God. So yeah, if y'all can do that, and if you can do that for your favorite YouTuber, make sure you're still subscribed. You know, for your favorite YouTuber, especially everybody on the panel. You know, because YouTube's playing games, man. They're playing games with the algorithm, and really, we help one another by sharing out each other's stuff and sharing out each other's videos and comment and likes. It really does mean a lot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to give a shout out to another monster. He's requesting that Enter the Unfamiliar.
Oh yes, I see that there. Sorry, another monster. I didn't see that when I was doing my outro. So yeah, I know what word he wants. Yes, we will be definitely talking about the Nephilim on Sunday.
There it is.
We'll definitely bring up the Nephilim. So there you go. There's two for you.
Guys, man, you know, guys, you know what? One of the most interesting channels that I watch is Enter the Unfamiliar, man. You're doing great work over there. I love all your content, man. Thank you so much for being a part.
Thanks, Steven.
For being a part of the Rogue Entertainment, guys. Please support, you know, all the channels on this panel. Etep, I want to let him get to the wifey, so I'm just going to say, wash your hands, wash your ass. Please be good to one another. Peace.
Suffer no fools.
Thank you all. Thank you to this wonderful panel, everybody in the chat. You guys have been great this evening. We got 39 likes on the video right now, so thank you all for bitch slapping that like button. We hit 672 subscribers, so picked up another one or two tonight during the stream. We're almost to 700, folks. Thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. There's too many of you to mention. You know who you are. You know you're the best chat on YouTube, the Rogue Entertainment chat. With that being said, it's time for me to go watch Prodigal Son. Enjoy that this last run of episodes here before they end it in an untimely fashion. I'm Etep Wokuian of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of you. And remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. Remember, tune in tomorrow night, 8:30 right here. Rogue Entertainment, going Rogue Ladies Night. Star-Lord, you toxic white male son of a bitch.
Take it away.
Take us home.